words of John Lennon, nigga. In the end, it'll be okay. And if it's not okay, it's not the end. Yeah. Gratitude, nigga. Woke up this morning, it's a blessing. Every loss I had in this game, it was a lesson. Had a few complaints last time, I better check them. Plug doing yoga and shit, they like to stretch them. Fucked around, lost it all, had to go back and get it. Everything I avoided, had to go back and live it. Parking lot, Lenox Mall, 50 blocks in the back. Saw them lights in the rear view and had an asthma attack. All I heard was the sirens, all I saw was the lights. Yeah, my nigga is over, you lived a hell of a life. And just like that, they drove right past. 2 duffel bags of that clean, and yeah, that would have been nasty. Blessed. No matter how hard this shit get, just shoot move. Cause even if you miss, you're still amongst the stars. Yeah. Your dreams don't scare you, you ain't dreaming big enough, baby. Yeah, shine your light on me. All praise the Most High. You know how many glass sandwich bags I had to tie? Really ain't no wins in this game, still gotta try. Yeah, color white, feel what I'm saying here in the sky. Shout out to Westside Bell, they let my dog out the pen. Hit them 4 by 10, I guess a win is a win. He used to slide through the yo, I used to slide him a 5. I'm a full-time hustler, I just rap on the side. And I had big hopes, yeah, I had big dreams. I ain't open this shit, don't like to use that beam. All piece of the most, I used to chase down fiends. Help me guard that cell so I can live my dreams. Blessed. Okay, so far, we ain't going back, baby. So I walk down this path. If you and the devil ain't never came face to face, that mean y'all walk in the same direction. Grateful. Gratitude. Yeah. Shine your light. Gratitude, nigga.
What is up, YouTube? It's me, the Artisan MC, and the system is dragging in this hotel because it is about it's fucking 6 o'clock. So I didn't think about it at the time, but we were going to be inundated with more VPs. And I know they have a conference call about 6 because they got to update it. It should not close correctly now because everything is dragging. So, how you guys doing? It is me, the Artisan MC, still here in New Mexico. But I promised you a stream, and I will give you just that. I don't know who came in and disappeared as soon as my face popped up on the screen, but I will tell you, I am not that damn ugly. So I don't know what the Your fucking problem is you sat through one song to walk away as soon as I showed up on the screen. Fucking morons. Anyway, like, share, subscribe, support the stream if you feel so inclined. And I will try to infotain you for, I don't know, maybe about an hour. So if Beastly around, he's going to have to jump up here really quick. What the fuck, dude? Oh, God. Everything is lagging. Everything is lagging, which I hate. All right, let's get this in. Shout out to Malika Me Bang. What's good with you, Malika? He said peace to the Geek Elite family. Shout out to Andre the Maple Leaf. He said what's good. It's Monday. Woke up on the right side of the dirt today. So that's good. Rainfire says salute to Artisan in the chat. Now, who sent this cold weather back down here? Sorry, Rainfire. I've been feeling it. I've been in the desert feeling the cold. It was 29 degrees this morning. Bullshit. Bullshit. Thank God this rental car is a newer model. So all you got to do is double tap the button and it starts up and starts heating the car like the toaster oven. It will start heating the seats, the steering wheel, the engine, everything will start heating up. I'm like, thank you. I'll do that shit from inside the hotel. Like, beep, boop. So by the time I walk out there and deal with the cold weather, I get in the car, that shit is toasty. Like your favorite piece, ready to go. All right. Since nobody wants to hang around here, I'm going to get this in and over with as quick as I can. Yesterday, see, Malika, that right there is some bullshit. Now, one of the guys that's with us on the Tiger team this year is, or today, or this time, he's from North Dakota. And we were asking him the other day, like, in North Dakota, waking up and then you got to, shovel snow and shit. And he was telling us about it. And it's funny because the dude is from California and he moved to North Dakota. Well, he was telling us about having to dig the cars out and keep things running so they don't freeze over and shit. I'm like, see, that sounds like some bullshit. I'm still a Californian. I like to visit snow. I'm not trying to live in it. I got to get up early to dig the door out, dig my car. Oh, fuck all that, bro. I'm not coming in. I'm just not coming in. I'm like it. I'm talking about some 5 to 7 inches of snow. That don't even make sense for Philly, as far as I'm concerned. Just because I've always heard it's cold in Philly. And I told you, when I showed up in Philly, it was hot as shit. It was hot like I was in the South. I couldn't believe it. I was like, what the fuck, man? This is bullshit. So I feel for you, bro. But hopefully you got a shovel. And the advice from the North Dakotan, Californian turned North Dakotan for the last 6 years was invest in a snowblower. You bullshitting if you don't have a snowblower. Now you just said your front door, so you don't need no snowblower to blow shit away from your front door necessarily. You might have steps, but driveways and stuff, yeah, fuck all that. Fuck all that. It could be fun, but it's gonna be really toasty. What's good to the Dr. Rosalie? She said good evening to everybody, but me. I could be the jealous type sometimes. It's going to be 29 degrees tonight, and tomorrow I'm still going to catch this not a test zombie movie just to get out of the house. You a bold man, Rainfire. You a bold cat. 29 degrees is not nothing I go out in. Like, I don't know what the nightlife is like here in New Mexico, but I'm telling you this in Clovis. It get dark over here. It get cold quick. There's a swimming pool outside. I don't know who's swimming that bitch. I thought I was going to swim it. I was going to have some time to swim in it. It's been too goddamn cold. I'm not getting naked out there. Oh, hell no. It's not warm enough. Even with the sun up, it's not warm enough. And it's windy as shit. Nah, bro. I'm used to it. It's the city breed me, though. Yeah. It's your hometown. So you used to it. I'm just saying it from my perspective. It's like, fuck all that. I know you ain't going nowhere. It's your hometown. You get it's funny what you can get used to, right? Don't even bother you. Like the North Dakota dude, like I said, he's from California, but he's been there long enough that it gets down to like them 29s and stuff. He said you still see people out there with flip flops and shorts on. Yeah, because they acclimated now, and that's all it is with human beings. All you have to do is get acclimated to your environment, and then you're good. Then it's not a big deal. But it's that acclimation time that fucks you up. Either being super hot, like Las Vegas, or being super cold, like Malika asked, digging 7 inches of snow out from around his door so he can leave. That'd be some bullshit. I'm not talking about the acclimation time. I'm talking about the dropped off this moment right in, and you'd be like, this is oppression. What's good, Beast? It's hot here today wearing shorts. You always wearing shorts. What the hell are you talking about? I heard it was thundering and lightning up there. That's what my mother and my brother told me. When I called my brother last week, he said it was thundering and lightning. And then the reports we were getting from work that streets was flooded. I'm like, the hell going on over there? It's just cold and windy as shit over here. Shit, we had to go into further down in New Mexico to see some hills and shit because up here is too flat. Everything blow through here. They were talking about why some people have breathing problems down here. And I said, I know why they have breathing problems because they're walking around without their N95 mask on and it's always blowing dust and shit in the air. That's why. You out here breathing this air and it's just sand. What are you, a dust buster? You just sucking in dirt. It's accumulating. Bro. You better join the village hidden in the sand on this bitch. What Miss Rosie said, what up, Dead Set? Dead Set. Did rain last week. It's hot here today. Fucking Southern California, man. SoCal. It rained a little bit, and then it got hot as shit. Whatever. It ain't even summer. Pushing that cold front eastward. Right, Fire, how you know? How you know? Man trapping shorts. Here we go. We go. Casting aspersions. You never know. She in SoCal. She might be one of them chicks that wear board shorts. Like she about to go surfing or something. Never know. He said with her beat up legs. Looking homeless. All right, let's not tease Rosie too much. But I will say thank you guys for understanding. So when you travel, one of the things I do when I travel, I try to go see some sites while I'm out. And the way I think about it is, if this is the only time I'm here, do I do stuff or do I just stay to the same normal routine? Now, for the last time, when I came here with my coworker, he was saying before we even got on the plane, like, yeah, let's go down to Roswell. I'm like, okay, cool. Yeah, we'll do that shit. And then when I got here, the day that they were planning on going to Roswell was Sunday. It's like, oh, shit, I got to do my stream on Sunday. And then I thought about it. That when I went to Kings Bay, I missed out on going down to Florida and doing axe throwing because I did my stream. And not to say that I shouldn't have done my stream, but it was an opportunity to go out with the guys I was having fun with to go do axe throwing, which I had never done before, right? Missed out on an opportunity just to hang out and, camaraderie and shit like that, right? Now, I had a good stream, but I did feel kind of bad about it because it makes me seem like I didn't necessarily care about the guys and shit like that and didn't want to hang out with them, which was not the case. I wanted to go axe throwing, but I needed to do my stream too. And it didn't dawn on me at the time to just reschedule the stream to Monday in that situation because our days were long as shit, right? When we're in Kings Bay. Well, this time in New Mexico, when it came time to go down to Roswell, and it's on Sunday, initially I said no. And then I thought about it, like, you know what, I can reschedule for Monday. And I think my folks would understand. So that's what I did. That's why I'm doing it today. I rescheduled for Monday because I would have the time in the evening to do it. And Sunday, we spent 2 hours driving down to Roswell. Got to go see, the site with the 1947 where the aliens crashed. Got to go to the Alien UFO International UFO Museum, which was kind of cool. It had a lot of stuff in there that it's funny. I didn't realize how much of this stuff I actually knew. Is different when it's all on the wall in front of you, like it's exhibits and shit like that. It's like, oh yeah, I know about this. Yeah, I know about Betty and Barney and that couple that got abducted, the black man and white lady. Yes, I remember the movie that James Earl Jones was in when they did it too. Yeah, I've seen all of this stuff. Oh yeah, this dude up in Snowflake, Arizona. Yeah, that was Fire in the Sky. Yeah, I know about that one. That guy too. It was just funny to me how much of all of that stuff I actually knew. It's all exhibits in there, so I felt like a big nerd. Like I got in there and they had this to scale model of Gort from the day the Earth stood still. Most of the people I was with didn't know what the fuck that was. I was like, oh, it's Gort right off the bat. I was like, what? Yeah, from the sci-fi movie, The Day the Earth Stood Still. That's classic. And it was a remake, and how big it actually was. Like, damn, this shit is 9 feet tall. Like, so I was kind of stoked in there watching that stuff and seeing some of those things like shows and whatnot that I had watched. Like, they had a section for Roswell, the TV show, which I watched on the CW with my kids and enjoyed. And I sent my kids pictures of that stuff. Like, hey, guess where I am? I don't know. I can't sleep. Like, I was singing that Dido song the whole time I was in there. It was fun. It was just fun, right? So we got to go to the International UFO Museum. Like, what was it, like $6 or something? What? Take this money, man. Take this $6. I'm through here, right? So I'm all in there. You're getting to see the stuff about Major Marcel's and the Roswell crash and the depiction and a lot of pictures and dioramas that people have made of the aliens crash and the bodies that came out. Even had some exhibits about the alien autopsy stuff, which was kind of funny. Right. But excuse me. It was all interesting stuff. The most interesting stuff I found, though, is they have a whole side that's just a research library where you can go in there and look at all of the stuff that they've collected. So, dude from North Dakota I was with, he wanted to look up cattle mutilations because he's a farm boy. There was a whole section on cattle mutilations, and he can get in there and read this documentation and these articles and all the rest of that stuff. Like, oh shit. Yeah, Herb. What up, Herb? Yeah. Keanu Reeves was in the remake, but you got to go back and watch the original, the black and white one. That's the one that'll fuck you up because Gort was not playing. He didn't turn into a bunch of nano machines and shit like that in the original. No. But Gort was not playing with you. Bravo, Colado, Nicto. What up, A Bizzle? Beaming in. So I went back there in that research museum. Well, why my, teammate here is over there looking at counter mutilations. I'm looking at this meteorite they got there. But then I find this other section that's it looks like a bunch of short boxes, short comic book boxes. I'm like, what the hell is this? And I'm looking at this, and it's all these files and binders and stuff. I'm like, what is this shit? And I go up to look at it, and it's NASA such and such manual, whatever. I'm like, what? I open the damn box up. It is actual NASA technical manuals and shit relating to UFOs and some other shit. I'm like, what the? This is the actual stuff, dude. I love shit like that. Old reference books, old reference material, and stuff like that. I love shit like that. It's boxes and boxes of this kind of shit. The binders on the wall was full of all these UFO reports and shit like that. I'm like, bro, you can read. I don't have enough time. I do not have enough time here to sit here and pour through this shit. Like, it was a lot of information. It was a lot of information. To me, that was something like I should have came here and spent a whole day down here by myself and not had people with me because I wouldn't want to impact anybody else's day because I'd have drove back in the middle of the night after I finished, reading everything I wanted to damn read. But I didn't have time to do that shit, so I had to, leave. But it was some interesting stuff in there. And yeah, total geek out time, Malika. Total geeking out time. It was Nerdville. Like, it's just books and stuff. Oh, shit. Let me get in this box and see what's in here. What is this? Like, all kind of shit like that. So, and it's all government stuff. It's all government stuff. I'm like, I need to read this. What is it from? 52? I need to know. So, we did that. And then on the way back, there was another place that I saw that I wanted to visit, and it was called the Bottomless Lakes State Park. Now, it was striking me interesting because here in New Mexico, everything is really flat. It's desert, but everything is really flat. And you're not seeing no water. You're seeing a bunch of dried up spots that look like there might have been water there at one time. But there ain't no water there. So I'm like, where you got some damn lakes at? Where are the lakes? Show me a damn lake. But reading up on it turns out it is a lake, technically. But what it is that they're giant sinkholes. They're giant sinkholes in the earth. And that is where the upper crust of the earth is hollowed out at the bottom by groundwater. And then it falls in. And when it falls in, it makes a sinkhole. The water underneath rushes in to fill it, or seasonal rains fill it up and make it into a lake. And I'm like, well, that could be a catastrophe in a different situation. I want to see this shit. How big is this? Well, I don't know, right? So it was 20 minutes out the way. Like, man, let's go here. I'm driving anyway, so I'm like, let's go here. It was down. Like, let's go. Now, we get here to this bottomless lake place. And this is one of my fascinations with geology and stuff. If you look around the planet, there's always big-ass sinkholes and stuff like that. Caverns, sinkholes, whatever, right? And it's really interesting to me because a lot of these things, outside of just being monumentally deep, it makes you understand that what you're standing on is not always solid. That something is always going on underneath. Always going on underneath. Either underwater, rivers, fissures, lava, whatever the hell it is. This is third time for geology. there's stuff going on, and sometimes it gets so close to the surface that it falls in. And these holes are just out there in the world, right? If you're in Mexico, you see these holes, and these are the ones that are just deep caverns that just turned into open holes in the earth. They didn't fill up with water, but they were just open. They fell in. Well, in ancient times, they used to throw people in that bitch to sacrifice, right? But they're deep, right? And then other times, they just open up in places like not SoCal, but South America and stuff like that. Peru, I think, was one of the other ones I saw. You see the image from up above. It looks like it's fake. It's not fake. Yes, it's in the middle of a city, but it's not a fake thing. The bottom of that ground fell out, and everything that was above, buildings and all that shit, went down into that bitch. That's it. It's over. What do you do about that? You put up a fence and move back? So it's always kind of fascinating to me. These are some right out in the middle of the goddamn desert. And now they're the lakes. I'm like, let me see what's happening. So we get out there to these things, and they look beautiful. They're beautiful. But this is the thing you notice when you get there. They are deep. The drop off is within feet of the edge of the water. All right. So, and the water is clear. You can see the water going off, and that bitch dropped straight the fuck down. It's just green. After that, it's just green. The water is real still. The water is really fucking cold, like glacial cold in the middle of the desert, which is weird as shit. But you look around the edge of that, and you can see all that earth fell in. You can see the edge of it. Like, this shit ain't stable. This can't be stable. But you see how much earth moved to make that. Now, we saw 3 of the lakes. What I didn't realize until after we were leaving, and I went to the visitor center, paid them some little money, the donation for the state parks and stuff like that, because I do shit like that, and grabbed a map. The place that we stopped, if we went around the corner, we would have saw the biggest one. What we saw was not the biggest ones. It wasn't the biggest one. Like, holy shit. The ones we saw were big and deep as fuck. You could just tell. It's deep, dude. You can't get out. You could dive in that shit, but you can't climb up the side to get out. You better learn how to breathe water. Right? It dissolves by acidic rainwater. Yeah, the water was really salty too. The water is really cold and salty as shit, which seems odd. Where's it fed from, right? Why would it be salty? It's not close to an ocean, as far as we know. If you give me a pole, a hook, and some bait, I'm sure I could probably catch something other than a cold. Andre? I love to fish. I was that kid in the 90s that would buy one of them magic lures online, watching that commercial with them flying lures and like, man, that look cool as shit. I want one of those to see how that works. What is it, $19.95? $2.95 shipping and handling? I got a bank account. I can do that. I got checks. Talk to me. I'm not a huge fisherman, but I would fish if I had to. Trust me. I go back to Alaska on that cruise. I hit Ketchikan again. Or no, was it Ketchikan or was it? It wasn't Juneau. It was Ketchikan. I'm taking that seaplane. I'm flying up the river. I'm a strap on my hip waders, and I'm getting out there in that river and fly fishing for my salmon. Best believe. So I don't have to fish all the time, but there's certain things I know I want to do, and I want to be out there in the river. I want to be fly fishing. I'm mad I didn't do that shit while I was there. I didn't know it was an option. I was not prepared. I didn't have the money for that shit, and I was mad as fuck. I'm like, man, I wanted to do that shit. I wanted to do that shit and get my Gordon Ramsay on, dragging that bitch up on the shore and cooking them up. You only catch and release. I catch to eat. I don't waste food. I don't take shit out the environment I'm not planning on using. And catch and release salmon or catch is stupid because salmon is delicious. I catch his ass, he mine for dinner. That's just what it is. He is mine for dinner if I catch him. So, sorry. You know, that one ain't gonna kill the whole population. I'm not out there trawling. Anyway, but back to the sinkholes. Um, so sinkholes are very beautiful. And the funniest thing I found there, they had a lot of this white rock because it's so salty there, right? And I took a couple of these rocks because I'm really interested in what kind of rocks they were. I kept wanting to say they were limestone, but they couldn't have been limestone because I don't see it breaking like that, right? And some of them I picked up were really granular, like you could crush it a little bit and it would get powdery in your hand. Like, what the fuck is this? I know what this is. I think I know what this is, but why is it like that? Turned out this thing was actually some gypsum too. These sinkholes were actually made of some gypsum and some other type of rock. I'm like, oh, okay, that makes some kind of sense. So maybe I shouldn't get in too much trouble if I'm trying to bring this, crumbly, powdery rock back through the airport. And they go in my luggage like, what is this, sir? Bottomless lake rock? Are you sure? Coming from New Mexico, yeah, but I ain't Breaking Bad, bro. Like, that's not what I'm doing. Yeah, limestone, bedrock, and salt. I took some pictures of the rock because it looks so interesting to me. That's my nerd side. Geology, geography, science. That's my nerd side. I love shit like that. Shit like that fascinates me. I could have stayed there longer, but I thought I was boring the guys that I had there with me because it was a side trip, right? They wanted to go to Roswell. I wanted to go to Roswell. I said I would drive. We went to Roswell. This thing they didn't know about was a side trip. Now, for them, it might not have been that damn, my thinking is, it may not have been that interesting to drive 20 minutes out the way to go look at some sinkholes in the earth, but it was interesting as fuck to me. I would do that. They kind of were into it too. Cool. The only problem was I didn't drive around the rest of that road to see that bigger one. And that big one is a big complex. This motherfucker looked like 3 or 4 football fields worth of a sinkhole. 91 feet deep. Nigga, I needed to see that up close. This is the one where you can swim and kayak and shit like that in it. I'm like, swimming in that shit? I'm at these big ones, look like a football field across. And the whole time I'm looking in there and I'm standing on the edge of the rock looking down into these depths and shit. I just keep thinking of Sarlacc or something that's coming out of there. Like, for real. I'm looking for the mythosaur. The mythosaur. This is the way. When is this thing coming out of there so we can go back to Mandalore? I'm waiting for something to jump out of there. For real. It looks creepy. It's creepy as shit. But it was a fun trip for me. So that's what I did yesterday. Did that. Took a 15-mile road that looked like if your car broke down, you were in the middle of nowhere and you were just a stuck ass. There ain't nothing but low brush and maybe a cow to see your ass. You stuck. And I drove that road as quick as I could not to freak everybody else out because there are no signs. It's just a paved road with no lines on that bitch. And every once in a while you get a sign that says cow crossing. But ain't shit out there as far as you can see. In front of you, side to side behind you, it ain't shit out there. Far as the eye can see, flat as fuck, nothing. Like, let's not get stuck. This road got to go back to the interstate. Gypsum was used in Egypt for the mummification process. Yes, it was. And gypsum was also used in the caskets too. See? People who know shit. People who know shit. That's why I was taking pictures of the rock. And I was taking pictures of the trees for my little friend who liked trees and shit like that. Like, got some weird fucking trees that look like they burnt up, but they're not burnt. They're just withered with thorns and shit. Like, ew, weird. So I get into that shit. So that's what I was doing. I was having some fun with my coworkers on this Tiger team. We all posseed up and went down there. There's some experience that I had that I would have passed up if I would have done the stream yesterday. I would have missed it. And since I don't know when I'm going to be back in New Mexico, I deemed it that it was more important to do that day than it was just to do my stream. I can do my stream any day. I can't be in New Mexico going to Roswell every day. Right, any day. And Roswell itself is a place that I've wanted to experience. I've researched, learned about, watched documentaries on since I was young. So being here in the town was fun. And the best thing that we didn't get to see here that I would have thought was more interesting, like most of the guys were disappointed with Roswell because there's not much of anything here. It's a roadway and a town built around it because the train used to stop here in the 1800s. And then they built a military base out there. What I wanted to see was those military bases because the military bases is where they had ICBMs, the underground ICBM bunkers. It was 12 of them all around Roswell. I was like, man, can we go to those? That's the shit I want to see. Like, yeah, fuck this alien shit. Like, yeah, I believe in aliens. Let's go. Can we go see the bunkers? I want to see the ICBM bunkers. Can we visit? They can't still be active, right? That's the stuff I wanted to see that I didn't get to. So that's, to me, it would be worth a trip to spend a couple days or a week down in Roswell to get to see some of that stuff. Because I'm sure you can drive out to the fucking crash site. You ain't going to see shit but the open desert. But still, you psychic, maybe you feel something. You're Jedi, you got some psychometry about you. You can use the Force and see it all over again like it happened before. And see if there were aliens laid out on the ground. Like, God damn it, you can't drive. I told you to move from there. But I can tell you something I did see that I had never seen before. I took a picture of it, was the design of the ship that supposedly crashed at Roswell. Now, I've always heard it was a saucer. I've heard that for years. My whole life it's a saucer. It was a saucer crash, a spaceship crash. It was a saucer. Every depiction has been that it was a saucer. Well, the little crime scene guy, they got to work with the people about what they saw, what was supposedly crashed. Don't look like no fucking saucer. It doesn't. What it does look like, the rendering looks like from all the, accounts of what it looked like, people who saw it, it looked like some of them brand new drone fighters that we got coming out. That's what the hell it looks like. It looks exactly like that shit. And I'm like, bro, this is a spaceship. It's a spaceship, but it's something that we would have made. It's basically what it is. And I'm like, okay, see, my theory on aliens being time travelers is really just coming home for me. Because this looks like some shit that we're putting out, this year, next year, trying to have these drones that work together with one pilot in his plane and he can control all the rest of these drones and shit. Like, bro, this is current day technology for us. Now, it's either influenced by or sometime in the future they figure out how to come back and they crashed. Like, bro, this world is a crazy place. What up, Steven? Said he loved the photos today. Man, you ain't seen nothing. I'd finally dropped some on Instagram, you guys, if you wanted to see a couple. No, I didn't put them on Instagram. I sent them to you directly. That's what it was. I didn't put them up on Instagram because I had a couple of videos. And I know Instagram is picky on how long the videos can be. But yeah, I'll put some of the other ones up on Instagram because it's interesting shit to me. You don't have to like it, but you can see it and check it out for yourself. You didn't want to see the uranium? I'm sure the uranium is not there anymore. I'm sure it's not because those Atlas rockets aren't there anymore. They ain't using the motherfuckers no more, are they? As far as from stuff I was reading, the base was already closed down. So basically, it's a bunch of empty fucking silos with old technology in them. I would be down for seeing that. Like, I don't know about where y'all live. In California, there are old bunkers and military installations around San Francisco Bay. So you can go there and look at them. You know, concrete fortifications built into the mountains and shit that is just open for hiking trails and stuff like that now. So you can go there and look at the stuff. See how the military built things back in the day, where cannons used to sit to protect the entrance to the bay and stuff. All that stuff is there. Old forts and stuff like that. I dig shit like that. So I'm not no military hater, bro. But like, I love shit like that. I do. So I would want to see one of the bunkers. I want to see the silo. Let me see how it look. How it was built. Yeah, plenty of those stories about the government reverse engineering alien technology and releasing it slowly over years. I believe they do that. I believe they do. Because you can't show me the leap between not having stealth technology and stealth technology. Can't tell me about how NASA figured out certain things don't burn, where the leap came from. I believe they do. I believe if I run a government, I would too. Would I tell you that we found some aliens? No. Fuck you. But will I be trying to reverse engineer all this shit? You goddamn right. Because anything that's going to give me an edge, I'm going to use it. So you can call it what you want to. What you won't be calling it is yours. You won't be calling me stupid. No. I want to use all this shit. I was like, what's that line? It was a story that came out about Arnold Schwarzenegger's the first Predator movie, and that some military guys was watching the first Predator movie, and when that motherfucker dropped that camouflage, one of them generals was seeing that said, I want one of those. And they got to work and try to figure out how to build one of them goddamn things. Like, we need some cloaking technology like that. I need that. It's all ready to be said. Somebody was working on it. Dead set. What do you say? Go to Fort Sill, okay, and take a look at the Atomic Annie, the only artillery gun that fired a nuclear shell. See, shit like that always interests me. Has always interested me. It's never been something that I thought it was terrible. Oh, it's wars, all the rest of that. Man, I'm not a pussy. Look, people fight. If you're evenly matched, somebody will figure out a way to be unevenly matched. That's the nature of technology, bro. So I'm not all upset about this shit. I'm not all bent out of shape. It's like a turf war. If you wasn't doing some stupid shit in the party, you wouldn't have to worry about everybody getting shot up on your block. People doing dumb shit makes things like that happen. So I'm not blaming war for that. And I'm not blaming military for that kind of shit. But I understand, you know, people think the things that keep you from getting ran up on a lot of time is your military might. It just is. And I never want to be in a position to look like them teenagers in Tiananmen Square having tanks roll down on them and all they doing is throwing rocks and flip-flops at them. Like, you look like a dumbass. You look like a really dumbass. I understand what you're fighting for, but this is why that looks so ridiculous. You always had a right to fight back. So that was what I did. It was a good trip for me. I enjoyed what I saw. I took 169 goddamn pictures, and I will share some of those probably on the next stream. My background banner will be one of those. I can tell you this: I haven't got as many sunset pictures or sunrise pictures because where I'm at, the sun rises on this side. It's reversed in the camera, but it rises to my back. So by the time the sun has risen, I'm already I'm still in town and getting outside of town, so the sun is already up. So the most I get is pictures of the sun over all this fucking farmland. That's it. And it's always from the car. So there's no real, because everything is so fucking flat, there's no real vantage points to watch a sunrise. You have to get away from town to see it. But by the time you get away from town, it's already up. So maybe tomorrow I'll catch it because I have an early call tomorrow morning. So maybe I'll catch it then. Could be fun. Could be fun. That's why Islamic radicals are taken seriously. They use terrorism to fight overwhelming odds. Mm-hmm. They don't fuck around. They ain't trying to be out there really dumb. They're just going to stop for me because I'm bold. Nah, they will stop though if you try some guerrilla tactics on their ass. So I ain't getting into that, but you understand that set just like I do. Look, certain people don't want to play with that shit. Don't want to. So you might need some backup, bro. Anyway, so that was my Sunday. So thank you guys for understanding and coming back through. And now we can get into some of this geek stuff because I know some people don't want to hear about you traveling and doing things that nerds do, UFOs and shit like that. Wants to hear about that? We can talk about current events with stupid fucking celebrities and shit, right? Politics, sports. It's not that goddamn interesting to me. This stuff was though. So anyway, let's get to the geek stuff. I'm 45 minutes in, so I can get to the geeking on. Since I got my nerd out, I can get my geek on too. So what do we got from last week? Got Tom Newen passed away. If anybody remembers who the hell he is. Jesse Jackson passed away. Yeah, shout out to Malika for hipping me to Jesse Jackson passing. I said the wrong name. I was thinking of Reggie Jackson. Jesse Jackson, Mr. Rainbow Coalition. Like, oh shit. I'm surprised it wasn't a bigger, celebrity for the man next to the man after he passed. I didn't see much of anything, especially not on YouTube about it. Like, he passed during Black History Month. Nobody gives a fuck. He actually did some shit. Okay. And then Jason Vanderbeek passed away too from one of them cancers that men do not like to find out they got. That is a bona fide killer. Yikes. That was rough. I know that got a lot more attention than Jesse Jackson passing, that should tell you something about where your society is right now. But there was some celebrity passings. So, like Mike is saying here, RIP to all of them, man. RIP to all of them. I thought about finding that clip from Jay and Silent Bob Strikes Back with Jason Vanderbeek and Jason Biggs showing up in there, but you didn't have time to do that shit. But I didn't watch much of Dawson's Creek, but I know who he is. Seemed like a pretty decent dude. Jesse Jackson, I already made my joke about him being the man next to the man, and that's how he kind of worked his political aspirations. I remember him when he was trying to run for president. I remember that shit because I was alive for it. I can't say I had the most favorable light on him, though. and not for really anything that he actually did. It's just a feeling like, no. Oh, your leader. That is not my goddamn leader. Y'all like him. I never said I was one way or the other on his ass. I really, it was just something not comfy with me with him. It just never was. I don't know. That wasn't black enough. I don't know. And then with Tron, he had been in a lot of movies, excuse me, that I had seen. Excuse me, but I never knew his name. I'd never known his name. So when somebody told me he passed, I didn't know who he was until they showed me a picture. It's like, oh yeah, that guy, yeah, he's been in a lot of shit. I didn't know his name was that. Basically, well, a lot of people passed just last week. A lot of celebrities. And the shocking ones are the ones that are young. Jesse's kind of old. Jason Vanderbeek is not. I think he might have been younger than me. I think. Scary. I don't know how much time you got, so you better make the most of every 24 hours you got. Do something that makes you enjoy living. Because tomorrow it could be all gone, nigga. You will have run out of I'll do it tomorrows. Do it now and stop waiting. Anyway, so RIP to those who passed last week, known and unknown. They put contributions out to the world that you would know who they were. You would know their name. So give them some prayers and some respect for at least that. The very least that. For trying to make impact on the world. Robert Duvall passed last week too? Get the fuck out of here. Eric Dane. I don't know who Eric Dane is. The name is not conjuring an image of his face at all. Yeah, I heard about that, Malika, that Alfonso Ribeiro stepped in and helped his family and kids out. And I'm not surprised Vanderbeek's finances weren't good. What did you see him in? And you saw what he was fighting. Healthcare will kill you. If you don't die during the healthcare, the bill afterwards will. That shit's it's expensive as fuck. So yeah, shout out to Alfonso for, being a stand-up dude and helping a friend of his out with their finances and shit. Because I know you ain't seen Jason Vanderbeek in shit. Nothing. Last time I saw him in something was not even Jay and Silent Bob Strikes Back. It was the other one they did. It was Jay and Bob something. I can't remember what the name of it was, but that last one with Jay and Bob in it, I think he was in that for a brief cameo. He couldn't have got a hell of a lot of money for that, but I hadn't seen him in anything else anywhere, so he couldn't have been making money. Damn. Yeah. RIP to all of them. I really like Robert Duvall too as an actor. He was a very good actor. He was always a co-star. Some of the movies he was a lead. Younger characters when he was younger. Great actor. A lot of talent. Gone now. And what's left to take their place? Not even mediocre at best. Sad. Speaking of sad, if AB is still in here, geek-wise, I still watch the train wreck that is Starfleet Academy. And this last little spring break episode. You know, if I was taking this show seriously, I probably could be really upset. I can't take this show seriously at all. If what the last episode with Moose Vaca, whatever the fuck his name is the best episode of the series so far. And even that one was like, ugh. Dude, this is trash. It is absolute trash. And yes, Dead Set, that last episode was absolute trash. Large caps trash. Yes, it was. Look, I can tell you for me, I'm sick of seeing this tall ass, dark brother dressed up like a Klingon running around in a skirt and some big platform shoes on. That shit is irritating as fuck to me. Being scary and shit. Like, look, my thing is, if you just wanted a black dude to be gay on screen with a white dude again, like we ain't already seen that shit in 6 Feet Under and everything else, just do that. Just fucking do it. Who gives a shit? Who cares? Otherwise, this shit is dumb. Because everything is mixed up the whole time you go through there. No, cross-dressing and gay. So pick a struggle. You can't just be gay because the actor is gay. He can't just be gay for somebody his own color either. He got to be gay interracially. So then you throw the cross-dressing on there because he's the only guy in this whole show walking around with a skirt on. The dumbest shit. Now, I'm not even thinking about what Gene Roddenberry will say about this shit because thankfully he is fucking dead. So he don't have to see this stuff. He doesn't. Yeah, he is. But see, this is the thing, Dead Set, and I've said this before, and it's going to come off really unpopular again. The media and stuff like that constantly trying to show you some big, masculine, dark-looking black dude as gay is just to get it into your head that that's what you're supposed to be because that's what they want. That's what they want. They want black gay guys to be gay. They want that. To me, that goes back to, I don't know, slavery times when they'd be doing that buck breaking and shit, right? Now, you can like whoever the hell you want to, but you cannot deny the push in society to see black men that way. Because the only other vision they want to give you is you either a fucking thug or you are somebody that was on Epstein's Island. You the picture of sexual deviancy or homosexuality. Either way, you're a fucking sex object. You get that? You get it? You can't be a masculine man anymore. You got to be moist in all the right places just for some other white dude. It don't make any sense to me, dude. Is every gay man's dream of being plowed by a spiked prick Klingon. Yeah, abusive and effeminate. I will crush you with this rock. That's so fucking stupid, dude. You know how bad this show is? Regardless of the episode with all the you know, I guess they would call it queer baiting stuff like Caleb running around the school half naked, oiled up to be laying out in the sun somewhere in the main atrium. Like, what the? Can't you do that shit in your room? Don't you got quarters? What the fuck is this? This is just for somebody to flick their beam to or something? What the fuck? I don't get it, right? Outside of that crap, and everybody got an issue. I'm supposed to get married, but it's the wrong thing to do because you should have did what you were. No, motherfucker. The white dude get to have a little brown chick, but the black dude get to have a white boy. Oh, let me forget. And then the round black chick gets to have the snarky boy-looking white girl. Is anybody else seeing this shit? It's like, oh, they just gonna keep swapping shit around. And I thought it was funny that the Klingon Jem'Hadar black chick, you didn't even see her in the episode, but what you heard her doing to the white chick was bitching. It was just bitching. Say, oh, you get some of that same shit too, huh? Huh. That's why she couldn't be heterosexual no more, because no dude would put up with that shit. It's a dumb show, right? Now, the part that really made me kind of get irritated with it was, I'm forgetting the character's name now, like it matters. But he goes back, he gets drugged back to his planet to marry this chick he was betrothed to. And he's just starting to get his bearings in Starfleet. He thought he had more time, but she's like, yeah, my parents are dying and they wanted to, do this now. They're not well. So we need to go ahead and push up this marriage so we can get this marriage part done. He doesn't want to do it, but then he does it, and he says he's doing it for his people. The whole rest of that episode is about people telling him, the two pseudo-black characters, the gay Klingon, and the chick that he wants to marry, who's melanated in some way, telling him to fuck the people, to make it all about you. Huh? That is not service. That is... Look, that's not what royalty is supposed to be. No. The right choice, even if, no, you could have had your degree, you're in Starfleet, you're my thing, you made the difference. Yeah, he did. But he also had a prior commitment, He gave his word for something else first. Honor your fucking word and honor your commitments. Simple. Because my thinking is, if you're doing this for your people to get to this, couple rule situation, then I would think one of the things you can do as, a monarch or the king in a situation was say, and yes, I run my people or whatever, the queen will be in charge. I will be back at Starfleet to further our people's interest. I don't see where there was a problem. I don't see where it was an either or. You either get married to this woman and leave Starfleet, which is shit anyway, or go back to Starfleet and annul your marriage and fuck your people because it's all about you and what you want to do with your life. I'm like, man, this message is exactly why this show exists. You know that, right? The message that was in this episode is exactly why this show exists. To say, fuck you to all you fans who have ideas of what Star Trek actually has been for the last 60 goddamn years. Fuck all of you. It's all about what I want to do with this. And what I want to do is everybody's gay in space. Okay. And how is that working out for you in this show? I get another cringy scene between Caleb and Nala, barefooted ass walking around. At least she on carpet this time, where it makes sense. Another cringy scene that seems like she's pseudo mom while she's trying to convince her, I am trying to find your mom. No, the fuck you not, bitch. You're not trying to find his mama. Another cringy scene with that relationship that is like too weird. Like she an episode or two away from trying to sleep with that little boy or that grown ass man. I'm looking for your mother. I'm your mama now. Call me mommy. I can't pack my luggage. Oh, can you help me? That shit is so stupid. Anyway, point being is that watching that episode of that dumb shit actually made me go back and watch Star Trek Enterprise again. And I was liking the episode a lot better this time than the first time I saw it when it first came out. I wasn't liking it at all. This time, watching it last night, I was actually liking that episode. I was actually entertained. And I think it was Dead Set or Rainfire who mentioned it last time to Paul. I was like, yeah, she do got some fake boobs up there. And I remember the scene. Now I remember what the scene was that I saw. That I turned it off the first time. Like, this is bullshit. What is this doing in Star Trek? Which was they were infected with something. And then they had to stand in this blue light and rub this jelly all over each other. And they sitting there rubbing this jelly all over each other when it's pseudo-erotic. But they're having kind of a tiff and they ain't a couple. I'm like, what is this shit, dude? Why am I seeing this Vulcan's nipples? Why is she down to a little crop top and panties and he rubbing jelly all on the edge line? I said, I've seen shit like this before. It ended up with people fucking on a massage table. That's not what happened. So now I'm kind of disappointed. It's like, oh God, what are fake ass boobs? Okay, whatever the fuck. What it did do, what I could say is that even that one episode of Star Trek Enterprise was better than that episode I watched of Starfleet Academy, episode 7. It was better than that. It was just their first episode. And it had all those tropes I really get into with Star Trek, which is it's the first Enterprise, NX-01. 100 years after Zefram Cochrane cracked the warp, he built this engine. This is the first ship. Warp 4. I'm like, 4 what? That's slow, bro. You ain't moving yet. And I was into it. I was fucking into it. I was like, I like that ship design. That ship design looks a lot better than this fucking Athena shit. It actually makes some kind of sense. It had all those tropes of Star Trek in one episode, getting to see the ship. It's in dry dock. You're getting to see the new ship, the new crew, all of this stuff thrown in there. It has some of that modernist bullshit in there with the women and stuff like that coming in. But what it also had, I noticed, is this was one of the ones that started using more of that CG technology like Babylon 5, because some of this shit was looking like Babylon 5. I was like, this is probably one of the other reasons I wasn't liking the shit. Because you can see it now because the special effect looks dated now. But it looks like early Babylon 5. It's like they tried to marry the Star Trek with that Babylon 5 to get this. Now, they had already tried to rip off Babylon 5 with DS9 because when J. Michael Straczynski was shopping his script around for Babylon 5, Paramount was one of the people that turned him down. but they did go off and make DS9. And that's why both those shows came out really close to each other. But one had the Star Trek name attached to it, and the other one had TNT. They both end up being good shows, though. Babylon 5 is an awesome show. DS9 is an awesome show. So thankfully they got over in that respect. But usually in Hollywood, one of them is going to suck ass. And it's the one that was the copy and not the original. Oh, look at people donating in the chat. I appreciate that. Rosie, you giving me money for people to talk about your beat up legs and shorts? Night of the Seven Kingdom going crazy, sir, dunking that dude. Andre, I'm 2 episodes behind on Night of the Seven Kingdoms. I didn't watch it last night, and I didn't watch it last week. So I'm 2 episodes behind. I was waiting to see, though. I'm liking that show. My mother said it was going too slow. I don't give a shit. I'm enjoying it. So that was one of my favorite watches. I just didn't watch it because last week I was flying that day. And by the time I got to the hotel and stuff, I wasn't watching shit, but trying to sleep. And then yesterday, I was driving Roswell. By the time I got back home, I was trying to catch up on this other stuff so I could do this show. So I didn't watch that, but I will give it a watch tonight while I'm doing my laundry. So Andre donated a good even 5 spot. Bruh, you learned how to work that damn Canadian monies thing, huh? Appreciate you, Andre. I will give you that 3B salute. Appreciate And then shout out to the Dr. Rosie. No message, just money. Appreciate you, Dr. Rosie, for supporting the stream. I do appreciate the support. It does help what I do here. I will give you not the power of many because you're a girl, and I don't think you give a shit about 2 chicks scissoring. I will give you that red man. Appreciate you.
Oh, yo, I'm doing all right. Yes, sir. I get an attitude when my money ain't right. The team don't want to see me rich. I bet they all back down when they hear the click. Oh, yo.
And basically, yes, they basically did rub KY jelly all over each other. And that's why I didn't like it the first time I saw it. And that was when the show at first came out. That was the first episode. I saw that shit. It's like, I'm not watching this. I'm not. I didn't have the bandwidth. I did not have the time. I watched it last night, and it was still like, this is still fucking cringe. Like, what the fuck are they doing? But let me go ahead and watch the show. And I realized something watching the show. The brother that's in the show, that's the helmsman, Mayweather, he's the guy from Finished Dating White Girls. He's the actor in that. And I liked him in that Through a White Girls movie. Angry Man had told me about that shit, and I watched it. I laughed my ass off and bought the movie. So I own it now, right? I enjoy that movie, and I forgot completely he's in Star Trek Enterprise. He's one of the lead roles in the shit. I'm like, oh, this is this dude. Oh, I can watch this now. Because I said something about it before, but I don't have any hate for Scott Bakula. It just seems like it's either him or Gary Cole. If they come onto a show, the show is getting canceled after that. I was like, I don't know what the hell it is. Quantum Leap was a good show. It ran for a long time, but Scott Bakula or Gary Cole coming on to the show that's going means that show is getting canceled. That's just how it's going to go. It's getting canceled. So I don't know. It's a weird thing. Dead said it's a wrap. It's a Warp 5 ship, revolutionary warp design. Yeah, it is. That first of its kind. In X01, I was like, I get into that shit. That's fun for me. It's fun to see people on a Star Trek show talking like they got some fucking sense, acting like they're adults. You know, actually doing stuff like, no, we're not, damn that protocol. We're not taking him. We about to find these people that just stole this Klingon body off my ship. It's their first time seeing Klingons. They don't even know who Klingons are. I'm like, oh boy, we in for it now. They about to get into some whole beef. Human beings out on the fringes? Yeah. That's like Babylon 5. They running into Minbari for the first time. It ended up in a whole war. Like, bro, let's get it. I want to see. I was into it. One episode. Better than the last 7 I've seen of this other shit. The newest, greatest, latest. Trash. How far they have fallen from the mark, bro. They are bringing the whole franchise down with the shit. But it's making some pretty sparkles when it goes down in flames. Like I said, I'm just watching the fireworks factory burn. That's it. And I'm watching the explosions and the sparklers and everything going off like, wow, that looks pretty. But it's still a disaster. Fucking hell. Dumb shit. Dumb shit, dumb shit, dumb shit. So that episode bothered me. The part that stuck with me was the main theme, which is fuck everybody else. Only think about yourself. Which brings me to the other show that I did watch this week, which was Beast Games. I've been telling y'all about this for weeks now. I love this Beast Game show. This week, I think tomorrow, is the final episode. Last week, it was showed, I like how this shit is designed. It is showed that you cannot trust what white folks say whatsoever, nigga. It don't matter. If it's money on the line, you are fucked. Whoever offered them money is going to get what the hell they say. They can look you in your face and lie like the day is long and tell you, yes, you got my vote. No, don't worry. But yeah, you just saw me sell my vote for $30,000, but don't worry about that. I got you, bro. No, they don't. They don't. That shit was so good to see how mind games get played on people who know they can't trust the people they're talking to. They know they can't trust the people they're talking to. And they do it anyway. And they do it for money. It's like they got one dude on the show openly telling everybody, my vote is for sale. You give me enough money, yes, you get my vote. Pay no attention to the other 10 G's this other person gave me. Yeah. You gave me 25, then you got my vote. Now, watching this shit and looking at it, like, this is how, I'm talking about it on Patreon, this is how our political process works. The people who can throw up more money is the ones who get their shit done. If you ain't talking no money, you ain't talking nothing that nobody wants to hear. You're not getting anything done. You can't. You don't have any money. This is playing out on a fucking game show. In front of the world, in front of each other, in front of the other players, right in their fucking face. And they sitting here and have to do that. You seeing none of these motherfuckers really got no scruples. They ain't got no morals. They ain't got no goddamn code. The ones that did is the fuck out of there already. The rest of them who ain't willing to lie to people and shit like that, getting ground down, ain't gonna be out this fucking game. Because the ones who will lie, cheat, deceive, they can get rich off of it. They make you the target for the next axe when it swings. That shit is utterly fascinating. Utterly fascinating to me. So, getting down. I thought last week was the last episode. They split it in half because Mr. Beast is a motherfucker. You know how to keep you hooked in Shit. This week is the last episode. It better fucking be. So somebody this week is walking with that 5 million. And a lot of people bullshit has been exposed already. So they got one more game to go to find out that this chick that's playing everybody sympathies and hearts and flowers and bullshit is actually already a step ahead in the game with $500,000 in her pocket and ain't said shit about it. Except to her big mouth boyfriend. And some of these other people who have done things to get to the top 6. People already know where your weaknesses is, bro. This nigga's game is gonna have to cut y'all to the quick. It's gonna have to cut you to the quick. This got to get over with. So I'm enjoying the show. I'm really enjoying the show. It is the better show to watch, even for a game show game that I don't overly get into nowadays. I don't. This one, however, has been hold my attention and making me want to watch it every fucking week. And it's nothing but people competing for fucking money. Nothing. And just exposing psychologically, excuse me, not even how weak people are, how duplicitous people are when money is involved. I had a guy ask me last week, you guys heard it, when I was doing my Killing Time stream and I was just shooting pool on Tuesday night, right? And the guy asked me if I played for money, and I told him no. I explained it to one of my other teammates before why I don't play for money. And the reason I don't play pool for money directly like that is because it ruins it for me. I enjoy doing that right now. I enjoy shooting pool. I don't give a shit about paying my little $10, $20 every week to go play with my teams. I can do that shit for hours. I don't care. The minute you want to drop some money on this game like that, and some regular ass bar room, I'm gonna pay you for $20. That shit is not fun. It is no longer fun for me. Because now I gotta put up with all that other ignorant bullshit that I don't even want to be around anyway. It's not fun. I'd be taking something that I just enjoy doing for myself and turn it into something that now is like a fucking job. It's some shit I have to tolerate now. It wouldn't even be fun for me anymore. And that's why I don't do it. I want it to continue to be fun. Now, you may say it's a contradiction in the shit with me wanting to go to Vegas and play in all these mini tournaments in Vegas because you can win money in those brackets. No, you know why? That's actually organized. It's organized. It's professional in a way. None of this side betting bullshit. None of that. Oh, I can beat you, nigga. And that's still fun. This other way, it ain't fun to me. It looks no way like fun to me. None. Even if I thought I could win a game for, say, $2,000, it wouldn't be any fun for me. That win wouldn't be any fun for me. It'd be more stressful than anything else. And I'm not playing pool because I want to stress. I'm playing pool because I enjoy it and it's relaxing. I'll stress over my shots because I'm trying to be more accurate at my game. I don't want to stress over my shots because I'm thinking about fucking money. That is not my interest in this sport, this skill. That's not my interest in it at all. I'm an artist. Money is not the art that I worship. It's not. The art that I worship is perfection and accuracy and skill and beauty, not money. I'll probably die broke. It is what the fuck it is. It wasn't mine to take with me. And it's not the thing that I would miss the most if I was dying. I miss the experiences that I didn't get to have, not the money I didn't get to make. But that's just me. So, what else we got on that? You should watch Beast Games. You should actually watch the finale. It may interest you a bit. I didn't see Night of the Seven Kingdoms episode 4. I can't even think of what happened in episode 4. You remind me of the last scene from the movie Tin Cup with the hole in one. I don't remember seeing Tin Cup. I know it was like Kevin Costner or something like that in it while playing golf, but I didn't watch that one. Didn't watch it. I've watched a lot of sports movies. I haven't watched Tin Cup or Legend of Bagger Vance. I didn't watch that one either, even though I like golf. I tell you something I have watched many a times that I recently saw come up on my Amazon last night, which was The Natural with Robert Redford. I've watched that shit at least 10 times. Love that movie. I almost watched it again last night when I saw it pop up. Like, oh, I gotta watch this. Nope, let me watch the stupid ass Starfleet and then Enterprise. I'll come back to you, Natural. No worries. No worries. Said that was good. What happened in that scene, Dead Set? The end of Tin Cup. What was it? What was the scene? Because I think I have an idea what it was, but tell me. Look at Dr. T. Look who jumped out the bushes. Hi! Hassan jump. The ninja Dr. T. Hassan Johnson. How you feeling, bro? You home? You mobile? Got you a nurse? Got you an in-home care nurse for a little while for your therapy? You got to tell me all the business. Just smile, thumbs up or something. Yeah, I love The Natural. I've seen that. It had to be at least 10 times. At the least 10 times. It's probably more than that. I like baseball. Baseball's my favorite sport. But I'll play all of them. I'm athletic. I'll play any sport. So I told you I was so fixated on watching goddamn curling in the Winter Olympics. Like, why? Because I get what's going on in that shit. It's like, man, where can you play that shit? Where can I play curling? I want to do that shit a couple times, see if I can win. Looks fun to me. Looked like the weirdest shit I'd ever seen the first time I saw it, but I got what was going on with it. Say, oh, this is just, oh man, I don't want to play this. I can play that. Be out there. You hit a hole in one, throwing the tournament saying no one will remember who won, but everyone will remember that shot. Yep. You threw the tournament? Yeah. He said, fuck it. Tin Cup was fun because he's not taking safe shots for the win. See, that's Rainfire, you saying that? This is how I shoot pool. I don't take the safe shots. Walking away from the game and then coming back to the game all these years later and really getting serious about playing the game has showed me how people are now, where people talk percentages. Oh, why would you take that shot. That's a lower percentage shot because it's harder and it looked cooler if I made it. That's how I shoot. I don't give a fuck about it being the low percentage and not safe. Nigga, if I see it, I think I can hit it. I'm gonna do that shot then. That's what I shoot. That's how I shoot. So when my team watches me play and shit like that, like, man, that was a good ass shot. Yeah, but it wasn't the safe one. It wasn't the one everybody just knew you had to shoot it this way to do. Fuck no. I was always taught a good pool player always has a shot. So it might not be the obvious one. It might not be the one that's just sitting right in your fucking face that everybody else sees. It might be something else. That's what I do. What's good, studio? Studio. What? Y'all got a curling facility in North Carolina? Another reason to come to the NC. I want to try that. Trust me, if I was somewhere where it was kind of wintry and there was some ice somewhere, I could be bundled up a little bit, have my little winter stuff on that I usually always have. And I can get out there and try some curling. I do that shit. Told you. I missed axe throwing. I missed getting to throw some axes. So what did I do? I went and bought some goddamn axes and made my own backstop so I could practice myself. I am a gamer and athletic. I can do it. Physicality don't bother me. Yeah, here we go. Another motherfucker. I would love to challenge you in pool, but unfortunately, I can't cross the border. You better get a video game, motherfucker. You get internet. It's like playing chess. I play people chess online. Why? Because you can do it that way. I got a handheld chess game I can play people on. It's right on my phone. Same thing with pool. Fuck around and find out. I am a gamer from way back in any form or fashion. And the only problem I have with playing games, like I say, I play a lot of games, but I don't play games with people, is I can't find people to play all the stuff I want to play. Like, I love playing Mahjong. I can't play Mahjong with everybody. In some ways, I seem kind of lazy because I don't get out and try to find some place to go play Mahjong. But I learned the shit from my Thai auntie when I was, or my aunt-in-law when I was married. I liked the game. I would like to keep playing the shit. Where does this damn thing go? Oh, here it is. Nope, not that one. This one. Nope, not that one. That's my actual pool league. Shit. So what I got? Real chess. Where's my pool game? There we go. Well, I guess I gotta find this shit later. Nope, here it is. Infinity 8 Ball. You listening, Andre? Here we go. Infinity 8 Ball. And I believe this one you can play random people or you can play against your friends. And it's a free to download app game. Try me. You play you in chess, I'm decent. Real chess, 3D. I think it's Scorpius Rex. Find me, bro. I'll play you. Dad said Mahjong is like matching tiles and playing poker at the same time. It's more like what did they also call it? It's similar to what's the other game? Is it gin? Are you playing gin rummy or something like that? Because you're always building sets and books and stuff like that. It's been right now. I'm telling you, it's been a while since I played this shit, but it's fun. It's fun. I had me a set of Mahjong tiles too, and I gave them to somebody else because I wasn't using them, and I wanted to buy me a better set. I wanted to buy me a really, really good set. But man, you learn how to play that shit. You see how that shit work, boy. You'll be into it. This is just like playing dominoes with 3 or 4 different hands. Like, wait a minute, I got 3 pancakes, motherfucker. I got those. And it's based on how many books you make. So I think it's like gin rummy. It's like playing gin rummy with tiles. It's fun. You say you never keep scores in axe throwing either. Rainfire, you just don't know. Between you and my boy Lucas, I ain't pulled out all my throwing shit. Before I left to come on this trip, I had my backstop that I made out of wood. And I got this motherfucker in my kitchen. I got throwing axes in that bitch. I got Hibben throwing knives in it. I got ninja throwing knives in it. I would have had the ninja stars thrown in that bitch too, but the points are all doled off. Everything was sticking in that board. I'm like, in my kitchen. I was supposed to pack my throwing axes for this trip, but I didn't want to find out that TSA was tripping, and I get there and open my case and my throwing axes ain't in there. I've been pissed off, so I left them at home. It already looked like TSA stole my folding carumbit because I believe I put it in there with my tools, the rest of the sharp stuff. And I was looking in that case the other day. I'm like, I can't remember clearly if I put it in there or I left it out of there thinking that TSA was going to steal my goddamn knife. I don't like that. Can't keep putting my shit through TSA and shit just coming up missing even though it was packed correctly. I'm not sure. So when I get back home, I'll be 100% positive. See if I have to buy another one. Post the link. I want to smoke. No woman involved here. Post the link. You don't want that smoke. No woman involved here. Oh, here we go. I always find it funny when people want to challenge me to do something because they want to prove that they're better than me. By making that statement, you already proved that you're not. But I'll play. I don't have a problem playing anybody because a loss don't mean shit to me. That's the whole thing. It may mean a lot to you to get a win. It ain't gonna mean shit to me to lose. If I played 10 games with you and I lost 5 of them, or I lost 4 of them, put it that way, and then the next 5 you couldn't win a game against me afterwards, would it make a difference that you won those other 4? Mm-mm. I'm here for the duration, not for the spurt. I am not a quarter horse. I run the whole marathon. And that's what that shit is. So I don't worry about losses. Losses are in service of becoming a consistent winner. So I don't worry about losses. They don't mean shit to me. It just means what did I work? What didn't work this time? What do I need to do? How do I break this motherfucker? Because when I get sick of your ass, you'll never win another game. And that's when it'll be frustrating and you'll quit. Because that's what it will happen. Real Mahjong is closer to dominoes or poker. It means you never played gin before. Asians gamble. Yes, you do gamble on Mahjong. You can. If you want the best depiction of how to play Mahjong, watch the last 20, 30 minutes of Crazy Rich Asians. And in that scene, Michelle Yeoh and the other lead actress are playing mahjong against each other. And the other lead actress, I can't think of her name, she's supposed to be a university teacher, and she teaches game theory. And one of the ways she's playing this game against this woman who is the mother of the man that she wants to marry, they're playing mahjong against each other. And what it does is you can overlook the conversation a little bit. But what it does, it shows how they set the board, shuffle, deal, and how they're looking, and how she ends up winning the game by turning over her tiles. But she walks away from the game. She don't want to play no more. But she had the winning hand the whole time. You'll see what it looks like to play the shit, what they're doing in the process that they're playing it. Kung Fu Mahjong movies? No, always also some bullshit. I was always talking shit to my dad about table tennis and ping pong. See, that's your problem. That's how young you are. You're always talking shit to people about trying to beat them at something. You know what that shows a lot of time? I'm not saying this is you, but what it shows a lot of time when people that's the first thing out their mouth, they find out somebody they know, oh, I bet I could beat you. You need to play. You need to challenge. It shows a massive inferiority complex. That's what it shows. That's why people like that, especially around the pool table, who say shit like that to me, I fucking destroy them when I put them on the table. Because that loss means more to them than it does to me. And I hate motherfuckers like that. I cannot stand them. It's the wrong mentality. So I punish them. Every time. Every time. I take pleasure in that shit. To me, that's like somebody winning at playing for money. Crush that weak ass fucking ego. Don't come over here with that massive inferiority complex shit. I hate that shit. You don't have to be like that as a man. Yeah, that's right. Like a Constance Wu. Thank you. Yeah, Constance Wu with one lazy eye. And Crazy Rich Asians, don't sleep on that. That was actually a good movie. I saw that movie, I think, like 3 or 4 times. It was a good movie. Shit, if I had money like that, at least they was being responsible. They wasn't doing a bunch of dumb shit. You can tolerate Aquafina for a while on this shit. Yeah, you said something to him about some table tennis. I bet he beat your ass in ping pong too, huh? It was just my dad's birthday. That's why I was saying that after calling him old. Yep. Look, my son called me old too. My son tried to beckon me. Come on, Dad, let's play. On his pool table in his house, in his garage. You know what happened that day? I beat everybody in that goddamn house on that pool table, my son included. He the one called me to that table. I wasn't thinking shit about it. He called me to that table like he wanted some. So not only did he get his ass beat, Ford was there. He got his ass beat. His friends were there. 2, 3 of his other friends were there. They got their ass beat. Everybody took losses to me that day. Don't be beckoning me like that. Like, get to waking the demon up. No, and you never will. You approached it with the wrong mentality. Talk to Nameless about that shit. If you were a ninja, a samurai, and you walked in with that cocky shit like that, I bet I could beat anyone in here. They'd kick your ass. They would kick your ass brutally for coming in the dojo like that. Don't come in there with that ego. Don't you do it. You can have some confidence. There's a difference between confidence, arrogance, and ego. You need to learn the difference between them. Confidence is knowing what you can do. Arrogance is thinking what you can do is superior to anybody else who can do it. Ego, you ain't got nothing to prove that you can do whatever the fuck you saying. Nothing. Nothing behind you to prove it. But you're going to be out there with the bluster and shit like that. Okay, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. It'll be fun. It's a challenge. Who the fuck cares? Anyway, that's about hour 45 in. Let me go ahead and drop this link for any of you guys that want to come up here. We'll run this for another 15, 20 minutes. Dr. T never answered about the nurse and how he was doing back home. Okay, I'll text your ass, motherfucker. You gotta answer in the chat. It's okay. It's okay. I know how to get a hold of your ass. What up, Andre?
What's up?
This nigga want to challenge me for
Yeah, I was just fucking
Canada.
with you, bro. Yeah, like I told my dad on his birthday, I was because he just turned 62. I was like, "Yo, you getting old now. You lacking on your shit." I'm like,
Oh
"Dude,
my
you-"
god, yeah, he was gonna hurt you.
Yeah, he's like, name the time and place.
Yeah, this was the time and the place was set. That's that kind of shit. You say some dumb shit like that, the motherfucker jump up and pull out paddles out of his car. He got a net that attached to any table. Like, oh shit, I thought I was just bullshitting, Dad.
Yeah, my
What?
dad's half Chinese, so he was playing versus like like Chinamen, fucking Japanese motherfuckers, and just killing them.
Damn, I like you, Andre, but you could be dumb as fuck sometimes, bro. He's part Chinese. Like, why didn't you just challenge him to kung fu fighting while you was at it?
Well, I told you he's the one that put me on the kung fu movies. Like, he in the archive of that.
You ain't got no sense. You love being a crash dummy, don't you?
Oh boy.
What up, Toya? BTM in the building. Every time I'm walking to one of these houses and they got these dry ass leaves out in front of their door piled up like the 7 inches of snow Malika was sitting there shoveling. I'm crushing this shit and like Toya would be having a field day with these goddamn leaves out here. You'd be making dry leaf angels.
So Artisan, I maybe missed part of the story. Are you on vacation or are you like a work thing right now?
Working.
Oh, okay.
Working. Yeah. I'm doing my tiger teaming again. So the same type of situation that had me in Georgia for my company is what's happening right now in New Mexico. So I'm just here in New Mexico.
Have you been out there before?
No. That's why I came.
Oh, okay.
I've never been to New Mexico. So I don't have a problem going.
Yeah. Flat.
Man,
Flat.
flat is an understatement.
And I've even been out there to White Sands. So it's, I mean, Aberdeen, it's the proving grounds out there for.
Yeah.
But yeah, I drove through Mexico quite a few times, especially when I was living out in Texas.
Oh, yeah.
So you might as well check out the Breaking Bad house while you're out there.
Well, that was the thing. When we went into Roswell, there was a big billboard on the side of the road right before we got into Roswell, and it says something about serious about litter. And all I saw was the picture of the guys. I said, man, why they got cartel members up there like being serious about litter, right? And one of the other guys in the car was laughing about it. It was the Breaking Bad dudes that was on the billboard. I was like, is that who it was? I was looking at that. Looked like a really severe sign for litter. Like, these motherfuckers look pretty hard, dude. Gang members up there. That's what it was. It was because they filmed Breaking Bad down there or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it is. That's where
So they
Breaking
had
Bad
the
was filmed.
actors on the billboard about not littering it.
Yeah, that house is like actually famous over there. That's what I seen online anyway.
I believe it. I didn't think about that shit, or I would have went there because I didn't watch all of Breaking Bad. So I'm not as sold on it as everybody else is. I knew it was a good show, but I saw like 3-4 episodes and I liked it, but I just never finished it out. So
Yeah, it's a long finish. I watched it in its heyday. Yeah.
Basically, if you watch any drug show, it's nothing different.
I watch drug shows.
No, it's not.
Not.
No,
grew up in
it's
Scarface.
not.
not even close to being anything the same as
Okay.
other shows.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Thank
I
you.
hear that, but like I see a lot of white people saying that like it's better than The Wire.
Oh,
Like,
boy.
I have to
Well,
disagree.
don't you got a thought
Well,
of your
those are white folks, right?
yeah?
Yeah. So what the fuck? It's all crime to them. Like, they love it because it's a white dude. They never turned this shit off and saying they didn't want to see this inner city bullshit, did they? No, it's a white dude selling drugs.
First
They
of
made
all,
it a hit show.
I've seen every episode of Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul, and the movie El Camino. All of that shit is awesome. From beginning to end. You want to talk about range, Bryan Cranston, awesome.
Mhm.
Everything from the Gilligan verse, awesome. That writing group, that writing room, awesome.
Yep.
You want to talk about, I'm gonna tell you something, from the first episode from Breaking Bad to the ending movie bookend, how the way that whole arc of that story was. You want to talk about like artists, when we talk about writing, hero's journey, when you talk about
Mhm.
character development, that was a monumental show. If anybody says, Malika, what is your favorite television series? Breaking Bad, that'll come out of my mouth quick.
Hmm.
Hands down to me. I mean, now we've had some great television in the past few years, especially with streaming different shows, but this franchise, what was coming next? Better Call Saul? Fucking real awesome.
Phenomenal, man.
Fucking awesome.
All right,
I-
that gave
I
me some
just-
motivation to finish Better Call Saul.
Excuse me, I got to catch up, and that's thanks to streaming that you can't catch up on this shit.
I only made it to like maybe season 2 of Better Call Saul, but I'll finish it because of Malika's recommendations.
But you're
And
only a
the best
millennial,
thing-
so y'all don't finish stuff anyway.
No, I'm
That's why you was
watching,
telling me
100
this
things
shit
at
was
once.
like such and such, and you hadn't even finished it yet. Like, you got me looking stupid.
No, I said Breaking Bad.
It's all part and parcel, as far as I understand.
And you know what? I'm gonna do
Better
what
Call
artists
Saul is supposed to be like Saul, like when he was like younger before Breaking Bad.
No.
See? That's two
No.
wrong pieces of information, bro.
That-
You
No.
can't-
That's what I
Oh,
seen
shit.
in the first 2 seasons.
See, this is what
before
everybody,
Breaking
what
Bad.
you've seen. What you've seen. That's like saying I just had a cheeseburger from White Castle, but I haven't tasted a Whopper or a Big Mac and cheeseburgers or something. No.
better than
Call
all these other
Saul.
burgers. Have you tried
Better
them?
Call Saul is that part where you're seeing him in the past. That's just one part because a lot of that Better Call Saul had 6 or 7 seasons, and it's taking bits and pieces and it's shown out of context, but it brings you back up to date. It's showing you everything about this one guy, everything about his life, how the way it is. And here's the crazy part: just like how you went for Walter White, you kind of went for Saul, because this is a character where he starts off like, fucked up, but there's something in him that's promised. Saul has an undeniable ability to make you believe in him. That's why he's such a con man. But the thing is, that's all he's ever been, was a con man. But there's
Yeah.
one point in his life where he's like, okay, I can turn this around. And he does it. He goes all the way back down to nothing, begins to build it up. But then here's the problem. He's doing well, but the sins of his past start to catch up with him. That brings him back in. That, I get out, but they pull me back in.
Yeah.
And now he has to try to fish himself out. But now all the people around him, his family, his friends, his enemies, the people that always got the side eye looking at him, he's like, well, believe in me. But the problem is that he always believed in himself for the con, but when he does well, that's when the shit comes back to bite him in the ass.
And I really actually felt that, Malika, now that you said that, because
That
Like,
sounds like Power.
yeah. Well, no, not quite. It was like, he was doing sketchy stuff at first. He tried to do the legit thing, and then he had some stuff that, like what Malika said, like caused him, like it caused a setback, and then kind of went from there.
But remember what I just said to you, right? Now you start saying, yeah, I see. That's why stop saying what you know, but when you got to understand, you got to look through the rest of the whole other series. That's why Bob Odenkirk got that award, man. That's why every time everything was changing with him, he said this was the best role that he had ever since out of his career.
Hmm.
This put Bob Odenkirk on the map besides Breaking Bad. Bob Odenkirk was just a comedian back in the day when we used to see him on TV.
Right.
That's true.
But these roles put him in a league of being, oh, Bob Odenkirk's a fucking great actor.
Hmm.
And the great thing which you realize when you're looking at character studies, with Walter White and with Jesse and also with Saul, aka Jamie, you see the vulnerability, which we all, as everyday people, we can relate to them. One of the biggest things that Saul had was he always looked up to his brother because his brother was the smart one. His brother was the better one. His brother was the lawyer that went things through. But here's the crazy part. His mom always liked Saul better than the brother because it's the big brother thing, it's the Cain and Abel thing. The big brother does always right. So you're supposed to protect your younger brother. And Saul will always lie to his mom that he's doing right, even when he's doing wrong. And this is where you could see the controversy that came in. And even with his brother, played by the great David McKean, Lenny from Laverne and Shirley, he is an awesome actor. And his breakdown in this whole series is fucking phenomenal. Everything and everybody. And here's a crazy thing. Like, when you seen cartel members from the show, from the whole franchise, Artisan, you learn more about that cartel and you see more of Giancarlo Esposito's character drawn out more in this series, man.
Well, that's what I thought the Better Call Saul was about, because all the advertisements I see, it's always Giancarlo on there. So it's like, okay, it must be the Gus show. Why is it called Better Call Saul? So what you're saying to me sounds like it's more about somebody else's show. They just kept advertising it with Giancarlo.
Well, I'm sorry. Go ahead, brother.
I was going to quickly say, at least in the first couple seasons that I seen, like, he wasn't even in there at all, Gus.
Well, one of the things is it's told out of continuity. It's a lot of flashback scenes, and it's a lot of different things where when you bring in, I think by the tail end of season 2, we see Gus Fring, but it's a backstory. It's a flashback where Gus meets, well, I'm not saying Gus, Saul meets Gus for the first time. And like, for anybody that's a fan, it's like, oh shit, Giancarlo's back. We see Gus Fring because Gus gets killed in Breaking Bad.
Yeah,
so
thanks for spoiling it. I hadn't seen Breaking Bad.
I'm sorry, man. You didn't. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. Because everybody's used to seeing it and you didn't see it all. But
I haven't seen either one of these shows yet.
Okay.
So,
I'm not going to say
my whistle was wet to watch them, but if you're going to
I'm not going to ruin any more for you, but my bad.
Yeah.
But a lot of the story is telling, okay, who this cartel is called, the Sinaloa cartel, and how they came into power and how they made their mark in New Mexico.
Okay.
And how the way Gus gets caught up in with them. And you start seeing people from Breaking Bad come into Better Call Saul, but it's showing in his past because the funny part is, as Saul's trying to become a legal guy, all these people from the Sinaloa cartel is coming back. Like there's one guy that's a very big hitter in the cartel, and they call in Saul to, oh, I need you to go represent me. And people are like, well, who the hell? You see this? He's in the prestigious firm where his brother is one of the partners, and his brother doesn't want him to be there. But and they're doing like, big cases that deal with, offshore dumping, stuff where you have like embezzlement and other stuff. But somehow all of a sudden high profile drug case comes in. We don't do shit like that. Oh, I know Saul. He needs to do this. And it's looking like, where do you know this guy from? And all of a sudden, like, you see how the way Saul's greasy, dirty, dusty, shit-filled past comes up. And it's amazing. And the way Bob Odenkirk plays a con man to a T is unmeasurable.
Okay, well, let's put a pin in it right there. So
I agree with you on that.
Draw it out. AB, you ran away. What happened? You beamed in and beamed out. Fuck.
Transporting units function.
Yeah, transport. It's buffering. It's buffering.
Artisan.
Too much KY jelly.
Artisan.
Oh, man, look, I'm eating pizza, man. Don't make me spit out my food.
Yeah, right.
Dead said, salute to you.
Salute.
Yeah, I was working with the dude today, and like, he was telling
Andre,
me, it's like,
this better be on fucking topic of my show. Because you're not the host.
Yeah, I understand that.
Okay. This better be on topic of what we're talking about.
Well,
go ahead.
We were talking about a show that you never watched, so I was trying to move away from that.
Yeah, well, let's get back to the topic of the show. Have you watched it? Because that's where I was going with Dead Set. AB left, but I was going to ask Dead Set because he came up here, so I'm sure he wanted to talk about something.
Oh.
Not spit out his pizza because I can talk about Star Trek and KY jelly.
Yeah. I mean, look, I'm willing to hear Andre out.
Yep. Go ahead, Andre.
Well, just real quick, it's just I was working with. The dude was just like, have you ever seen that show, The Three Body Problem?
Of course, I read the book.
I was like, damn, I know somebody that read the books.
Okay, so what about the show?
Well, he was telling me that it was a really good show, and I was like, I explained that like you broke it down on like how it's not like accurate to the books. I don't really know much more than that, like off the top of my head, but
okay.
All right.
Well, anyway, like basically, I brought it up because like you haven't seen Breaking Bad or Better Call Saul, but what I actually
Yes,
want
I
to
have seen Breaking Bad.
Well, no, Artisan.
Oh.
But what I actually want to talk to Artisan about was I was wondering if he's still watching A Night of the Seven Kingdoms.
Yes.
Are you fully caught up?
Just haven't watched the last two. I haven't watched the last two episodes because this past Sunday I was in Roswell, and then the Sunday before that I was flying, so I wasn't watching. I haven't watched the last two episodes. But that is the show I've been watching weekly, and I haven't caught up on Cross season 2 yet either. And the 4th episode just came out. I think Sunday. I think it came out on Sunday. So there's 4 episodes of Cross I have to catch up on as well.
Me too.
You know what's funny? That like ever since A Night of the Second Kingdoms, A Night of the Second Kingdom became popular, now there's like a trailer for House of the Dragon again. season 3.
Yeah, because Night of the Seven Kingdoms was a filler show before you got back to House of the Dragon. That's why.
Right.
That's all it was. That's why it's only, I think it's only like 7 episodes or something like that. It's really short. It's a really short series. And it's just to fill in that time before you get back to season, what is this, 3 of House of the Dragon.
Mm-hmm.
But even
Right.
as a filler show, like this has been better than 2 seasons of House of the Dragon.
Yes and no. I really liked the first season of House of Dragon. Second season kind of shit the bed towards the end.
Yeah.
Like they start giving some characters way too much goddamn time and start moving these characters in some ways that don't make no goddamn sense in the world. Like, why is that? And this is stupid as fuck. Like, get this slutty ass bitch out of here. She shouldn't be fucking with the queen. What are you talking about? What lesbian is shipping this shit? Like, oh, God. So they kind of ruined the ending on that show because they let, I guess, the chick start writing it, and that's what they wrote. And I was like, you need to stop that. You need to put a whole kibosh on that. Get back to the regular writers and get back to the damn story. Because I like Damon as a character, and they wasted way too much time with his ass sitting in Heron Hall, fucking with ghosts and tripping balls on Weirwood.
I hated that. Yep.
They wasted way too much time with that character.
He's one of the most interesting characters on that show.
Exactly. And they
Yeah,
sidelined his ass for the whole fucking season.
He's literally the best character on the show.
Well, I like Amon. I like Amon too. He was interesting. They could have went somewhere further. I think they could have went further with that. Look, this motherfucker tried to kill his own brother. Fuck his ass. He shouldn't have been here. We had a plan. He fucking it up. So Dracarys for his ass too. Like, goddamn. Like, your brother know you tried to kill him. Like, he did. That was some interesting shit because Damon a killer. Amon is definitely a killer. And he a killer with a soft spot. So that little one-eyed bastard, look, he killed his cousin. He tried to kill his brother. Like, who is he not going to try to put a sword to? Like, I got to see him get his due. I'm sorry. I like the character. He's going to get fucked up by somebody.
He's a good villain.
Oh, he's an awesome villain.
Mm-hmm.
Only person that's going to be able to fight him is his uncle.
Mm-hmm.
Because he about as crazy as his ass. Like, oh, you want a young boy? You want some of this? Like,
Yep.
I don't think you're ready yet. I have to pluck out that other eye for you. Like, damn, these motherfuckers gotta go. But what's her name? Fake Daenerys. I'm forgetting her name at the moment. She was sitting on her ass, and now she's gonna try to fall and have a relationship with the same chick that she was mad about Damon fucking around with. Like, come on, man. What is this shit? No. Hell to the no.
Artist, and I can't remember the comment I left you, but it was that chick that was like, la 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 la, I'm just gonna wander around in the woods and look for a dragon. I'm
Yeah.
like, what the fuck? Like, what the hell's going on?
Stupid shit. Yeah, the other sister who's looking for the sheep stealer.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just, I'm supposed to be walking with these other little kids off to someplace else, but no, I'm just gonna go over the hill. I'm looking for a dragon. Yep, we burnt some stuff over here. I'm gonna find this, and I'm gonna claim my own dragon. I'm like, bitch, you about to get barbecued. Fake Serena Williams ass. What the hell is you doing? You the weirdest one. They just start pushing these chicks in different roles
Mm-hmm.
that doesn't sound like it was actually part of the story like that, but they tried to bolster their roles in the show more than so was in the book. And I'm like, you don't need to do that. Just stick to the material. God damn it. There's original material for a reason.
But that's what's
Sorry, Dad. So go ahead.
But that's what's pissing me off about a lot of these shows because, like, the female writers that I've read in novels, they are awesome writers. Awesome writers. But this crap that they're doing now in these movies or in these series is just like, who did y'all get? Because we got a lot of great female writers.
Mhm.
and they're living, but I don't know who they
Right.
got right.
These are not the ones that are writing in television. Because I can tell you, for me, apparently the best female writer I've seen in the last year is the one that was writing the Penguin.
Oh yeah,
Very true.
Wait a minute. That was a woman that wrote that?
Yes.
yes,
Yes.
God damn.
Watch the behind the scenes. You know, this is something you millennials don't do. You don't watch the whole thing all the way out.
Mhm.
Try
I didn't know
analog,
that.
digital boy, and watch the rest of it. So they give you that behind the episode thing where they talk about why they did the episode the way they did,
Yep.
and they'll see the woman's name comes up there and writer on these episodes.
No
Yeah.
wonder why. No wonder why I hated the last episode so much. No wonder. Makes sense.
Shit, the last episode was awesome. I don't know what the fuck you was talking.
yeah.
That shit was
'Cause
awesome, and it was tragic.
you told me you're like, why would you trust him? He's a penguin.
Oh,
That last episode was icing on a nice thick.
yeah,
fat
that was
cake.
chef's kiss on it.
Yeah.
That was some
Tall
cold
glass
shit.
of milk.
That was some cold.
I mean,
shit.
even if you get into anime, like right now, one of the biggest writers out right now is the writer for Gachi Akuda,
Mm.
and that
Mhm.
motherfucker is, and she's like beating
I
down,
watched some of that
people.
anime. I never finished it.
Bruh, don't even talk to me now.
My bad. My bad.
Don't even talk to me now.
Gachi
Yeah,
Akuda
there's some
is-
good female writers out there that just don't seem to be in Hollywood
yeah.
Mhm.
because the ones that are in Hollywood are giving you stuff like Starfleet Academy
Mhm.
or Rings of Power.
Oh my gosh, Starfleet Academy. Yeah, we're gonna talk about this train wreck.
Jesus, the latest of many train wrecks in the geekdom. Oh my God.
A Klingon
Andre,
and a still
Andre,
ready
are you watching Starfleet Academy? Because it's made for your age group.
Yep.
Silent.
silent.
Silence. The crickets are too
No,
loud.
no, I was never a Star Trek fan, so no.
Don't worry, the people who writing this show wasn't either.
Clearly, they weren't.
They were not. They were the people that were mad they had to sit down and watch Star Trek, and that's why they're making this shit the way they are right now.
I think they're pissed off that they didn't come up with the power of a mini.
Yeah, because I could see them singing in this episode.
Yep.
It just ended up being the black chick Sam, the holographic being that can touch everybody, running around singing "Power of One, Power of Two." This fucking dumb shit.
That chick is so useless that I hated her on that Cisco episode because I'm sitting back like, this don't even make no damn sense.
That was a sacrilege.
Yeah.
The way they keep trying to pull on older Trek and other science fiction shows to make their show is really bullshit. It's one of the most disturbing things about watching this Star Trek show that it will not stand on its own Star Trek.
Nope.
You have all this lore, and all you keep doing is trying to pull from these other shows, other Star Trek shows, bastardize it in a way to try to promote your characters up in some sense, and you're just fucking up all over the place. It's like, why do you need to break canon so? Why do you feel the need to do that? You're just a pissed off kid who didn't get your way, and mad the thing that you didn't like everybody else does like. So you're just trying to fuck that up. Her in that Cisco episode, all she was doing was the same shit that Cisco did.
Yeah.
So for anybody that never saw the Cisco episode, this is what they'll remember of it forever now. Like,
Yeah. And when Cisco went out, that shit was epic. He went out fighting, going toe to toe with the Paraith.
right.
God damn, this, and then he became the immortal Cisco. Oh,
Yeah.
bruh.
Yeah, then they were trying to rip that shit down like it was some bullshit of him being a deity and stuff like that. Like, what? Why are you doing that? You don't even need to touch any of that. It's done.
Yep.
Oh my fucking god, dude! This here watching that shit was like watching Matrix Resurrection and them going back making Morpheus a cult leader who led people to their death. I'm like, get the fuck out! What is this shit? Why you gotta try to tear down the character like that? Oh my god, dude! This like I said, if I was taking Star Trek or Starfleet Academy serious, it would really be pissing me off like that. But as it stands, it's a beautiful burning piece of shit right now, and I'm just watching the fireworks. I'm just watching the fireworks. I can't take the show serious. It's like, you want to crash, break your fucking TV. It's like, no, they don't deserve to be taken seriously.
No,
they ain't taking this shit seriously. They can't be.
Which you sort of knew with the what you call it, the promotions, that it was going to be a train wreck. Because the minute I saw those moist people, I was sitting back like, this ain't gonna
moist. All of them look like they're laying on a sponge right now, like floating in a sea of moistness. It's just no. And they're so blatant. You see what they're going for with every damn character, right?
Yeah, it's that Kurtzman bullshit.
It's like, it's obvious. Like, okay, this is supposed to be the flip on Counselor Troy. Okay, this will be the flip on 7 of 9. This will be a flip on the Data. Like, you don't have any ideas, dude. Who gave you money? I really want to know who gave you money for this shit, for this idea. You couldn't have pitched this whole thing to people. This must have been a 2-minute conversation where the initial part sounded awesome and somebody said, go ahead, go off and do it. You couldn't have told them the whole deal. Could not have. And Rice was full of nice scenes, but the rest of the story was so good you didn't mind it much. No, because that's how Anne Rice wrote.
Yep.
Is he talking about Starfleet Academy? Or?
Yes.
Oh. Okay.
They made the parallel to Anne Rice because Anne Rice could actually write, even though there was some guy on guy shit you didn't give a fuck, like Lestat, Louis, Amon. It was all fucking gay. They all gay. Nobody gave a shit. You got staunch heterosexual dudes that let the hell out of Lestat.
Because he's an interesting character.
Because he's an interesting character. Same thing with Amon and them. Like, dude, these are some badass characters, though. Like, whatever. He sucked necks and dick. Whatever.
Well, that's the reason why I didn't mind watching the new series. It's like,
I didn't watch the new series yet.
I ain't gonna say nothing about it, but it's entertaining.
Yeah, I didn't watch it. That's all it needs to be, really, is entertaining. Look, I watched the Interview with a Vampire stuff before I watched the True Blood stuff. Right, but I accept all of it as being different people writing their version of vampires. Yep. That's why I don't shit on the Twilight stuff so much. It's their version of vampires. Okay, like fucking what? I think it's goofy as shit, but whatever. It gives them a reason to stay out of the sunlight. Fine, whatever.
I like the Twilight shit though. I'm a fan of it. You know,
it worked for how it worked. I was like, it was an interesting idea to me to have a vegetarian vampire. I mean, look, you saw Lestat, you saw Interview with a Vampire. He was eating rats and shit like that to get his health back. That was basically, you was slumming. He was eating out of dumpsters. Rats? Ew, what the fuck? Well, these Twilight vampires, they was eating rabbits and shit just to stay off of human blood. They was basically vegetarians. I'm like, okay, I didn't think of it that way, but okay. Yeah, you weaker than the ones that's drinking human blood? Yes, you should be. So now we got some stakes with immortals. Like, you can't run up on these red-eyed vampires. They will carry you limb from limb, bro.
Sure.
You better learn how to do some diplomacy.
Yeah, Twilight had that whole family thing going for it, though. That's what made it work.
Yep.
Without that, it just would not have worked.
Yep. The family, and I like the whole thing with the werewolves.
Oh yeah, the werewolves is great. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, okay, I like the shit. I watched all of those movies. It was entertaining. It's like, okay, it worked the way it worked. Like I said, shitload of different vampire movies. I just take it as everybody's different type of vampires, but you got to hold to some of the actual lore, but you made your own fucking story. Fine, I don't give a shit. But I can tell you, Dev said the funniest thing I saw recently on Instagram, somebody did a little AI clip. That scene from Twilight where they stand in the baseball field and they looking like, oh shit, and they hear this music playing and it cuts to what they looking at and Blade walking out the bushes grinning.
Danny Walker.
They water coming. That's fucked up. It was funny as hell too. I was laughing so hard when I saw that shit because they just hear that music.
I want to see that.
What the fuck?
I'll go on YouTube and look that one up.
That shit was hilarious, dude. I said, whoever look, some of this AI shit can be pretty funny.
Oh yeah,
Some
I
of it
think
can
it's
be pretty
funny. I just don't want it to be taken too seriously, but I do
It's getting
enjoy some
taken
of these
really
AI.
seriously right now. It's like they hit a fever pitch this month. Like
Oh my
everything
God.
has been about AI and all these clips and cuts and that people are doing, and Hollywood is ruined because of this AI shit. I was like, look, man, I don't want to look at all this fake shit, really. I mean, seriously, this some of it is worrisome.
I mean, but you've heard about the new rules at YouTube, right? Oh yes, YouTube has cracked down on a lot of that shit.
Did
And they are
they?
demonetizing. They're demonetizing and just shutting channels down. And so they got new rules dealing with AI video.
Oh,
hmm You better have a face on your shit if you if you doing AI. And they want to. I need to go back and look at the rules again, but they were talking about enforcing more creativity because basically what people were doing 40% of the uploads of music is just is AI now.
mhm.
40%.
All right. Check your email, Dead Set.
Okay. Let's see. Gmail. Uh-oh. I can hear it in the background.
Let's see if I can drop it on this computer real quick.
Let me see Gmail.
See if my Google Drive will work. I want everybody to laugh at the same time. We can laugh together, goddammit. We can all laugh together. Malaki, you buried in the snow over there or what?
Oh yeah, he up north.
7 inches of snow. The only 7 inches I want to see when I look down is my dick, not snow.
Mhm.
There we go. Let's see if we can download this. That was a joke. My dick ain't 6 inches. It's 3 from the ground.
Oh, the network must be slow.
Yeah, I'm in a hotel, so I know my network is slow.
Definitely slow.
All right, let's see. I got it right here. I'll pull it up for these fine people. I think I showed it to them once. Okay. That's that. And now we will go to screen share. Yeah, this network is slow. Share a window. All right. So this is something you can do with AI, I guess, to have some fun. Turn this off for a second. I already told you what it was, but this will be the funny part. And trend. Get that off the screen, damn it.
Why Wesley Snipes got a shit-eating grin?
Right? A good shitty grin, like, yeah, I'm coming to whoop that ass. Look at you. Look at that.
Go play some
He likes
baseball.
the ice skate. Yeah. Baseball. How exciting. Ooh, so exciting. All right, have a good night, Malika. Malika bounced off here. He's trying to go to sleep. You
Yeah.
don't have snow to shovel in the morning, so I understand.
Yeah.
So what else did you
Philly.
get said? You watching the Starfleet Academy? I'm surprised.
Yeah, I decided to just go ahead and finish it up.
Yeah, it'll be over soon, I think.
I
if
mean,
it didn't have 14 episodes.
yeah, I didn't have much in the way of high hopes for it, but at least give a thing a chance because you could be wrong sometimes.
Well, that's why I watched the first 3 episodes, right? I was like, let me see about this stuff. I'm curious about how this ship is designed. Some of this other stuff in there, if it's new, let's see how new and different it actually is. Maybe it could be good, like you're saying, right? You miss some stuff at times if you just blanket statement write stuff off and never actually give it a chance to see what it is.
Right.
So I give it a chance. It's not a good show. I can say that much. It's not a good show. But I find myself compelled to watch it every week. And I don't know if it's out of the interest to see how bad it's going to get. If it
like
hit the
car
bottom
wreck.
yet. Yeah. Or, I'm just like having fun watching this shitty show. Like it's an old B movie or something like that. I don't really know. That's why I use the fireworks analogy. It's something is burning down. It's being destroyed, but for some reason it looks pretty while it's happening. Like,
Yeah.
I find myself fascinated enough to just stand there and watch it. Like, oh wow, that's interesting.
I see.
That's
I see when I look at Starfleet Academy and all of the potential that it wasted, especially with the Klingon, because there was some interesting ground there that they could have looked at Klingons outside of the warrior shit.
Yeah,
I was hoping for that.
that's what I was interested in. Like, oh, we got a Klingon doctor, a Klingon that's a pacifist, and a doctor. That could be interesting. We didn't need all the rest of that dumb shit put in there.
Yeah.
But that's the part they lean on. He ain't did shit about being a doctor.
No.
Last thing you saw about him being a doctor was the last episode where the white boy was hurt and he got to put his hand on his knee. I'm like,
And that was it. And then the next thing you know, he was in a damn near pseudo wedding dress.
yeah. I'm like, oh fuck me.
Well, man,
This
the other thing there was fertile ground for the what you call them, like the doctor, those
Mhm.
artificial life forms.
Right.
But I knew that was a wrap on the first show. I was like, this bitch, no. If this is what holograms are, I was like, no. And then the doctor was he was interesting in Voyager,
Mhm.
but towards the end, he just got annoying.
He's lightweight annoying in this one because he seems like a pretentious dick.
Yeah.
It is further along. You would think that the doctor would have more relationship with Sam, being that half the time he a fucking hologram or not a hologram. I don't know exactly is this the real doctor dude or is this the hologram doctor still? Not really clear. But whatever fuck. You would think that he would have more relationship with the Sam character to try to help her along the way because that's all it is. It's just another hologram running around. But the fact that she forgets that she's not tangible, but tangible most of the other time, like this last episode, she's leaving to go to Colorado or something for like a digital spa, some shit like that to get repaired.
Yeah.
My first thing is, how can anything on Starfleet repair you when you came from some other place that they didn't even fucking know about? They wouldn't have technology to fix you.
Yeah.
You need to go back home so you can be fixed there.
Yeah.
And then she needed a hug. I was like, why does a holographic being need a hug for comfort? What the? This doesn't even make any goddamn sense, dude. What the fuck? You can't touch her. It's light. It's just light.
That's one of the big missed opportunities because if they did something like they did in DS9 with the Great Link and the holograms, that would have been great. But nope.
No, didn't go there. It must have cost too much to go back to, go back to Smart CG and the special effect and stuff now.
Even if they just floated the idea in the narrative, they didn't have to show anything. It would have made it that much more interesting. But nope. I was hoping that they went in that direction, just like with that Voyager season when all of the dilithium got blown up, and I was sitting there thinking, if this is the crystalline entity, this is going to be some great shit. Nope.
Right. Oh, the crystalline entity. That'd have been perfect.
That would have been perfect.
That would have been perfect.
Nope, they didn't do that. I'm sitting back like, who is writing this shit? Because somebody, it's almost as though somebody came to them with a great premise and they just fucked it up.
Right. Yeah, there are bones of good stuff there, but not it's not being utilized. It's being walked away from to focus on some other dumb shit.
Yep.
Like
Identity
what's
politics.
the other one? Yeah, identity politics. The Klingon getting, I mean, not the Klingon, the Vulcan being the evil one,
Yeah.
sort of, and then kind of making a turn, and then you kill him off, which leaves this ignorant acting Romulan chick. I'm like, this is not even interesting. But if you want to go into it, go into it. But no, they keep walking up the doors and walking back to go through, slide down the escalator. Like, it doesn't make any sense what they're doing most of the damn time.
Yeah, and even with the Vulcans, though, I mean, because there was fertile ground there for, because some, where they mix it up between, Abrams universe and Prime universe.
Mm-hmm.
The Vulcan he was just there. It's just like, why are you even here, dude? You got thick eyebrows, and that's it.
Right. Well, see, that's the thing. I'm trying to understand. I still haven't got it clarified for me with this goddamn show.
Mm-hmm.
Is it in the real universe or is it in the J.J. Abrams universe? Where are we? Because they keep pulling shit from the actual continuity. I'm like, but you're fucking it up.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought y'all were in J.J. Abrams shit, which means you wouldn't have this past to begin with. But oh my fucking god, whatever, man.
Nope, it's Prime universe.
Oh, fuck me.
Yeah. They messed Prime. Well, actually, Discovery was the one who really mucked up Prime Universe.
It broke Prime.
Yeah, and so now Prime Universe is just, it's nostalgia now.
Oh well, I'm fucking that up. Yep. And you see, this is what happened. It's been so bad, it got me to go back and watch Star Trek Enterprise again. The show I said I hated. That got me to stop watching Star Trek.
Mm-hmm.
I went back to start watching shit. It's like, yeah, this is actually kind of good now. I guess I got to deal with the KY jelly scene and just move on from there and see where else it goes, because I'm interested in these genetically altered, shape-shifting, chameleon-ass aliens. Humans' first time running up on Klingons, which is going to end up in a war.
Exactly.
And possibly some Vulcans from the future acting shady. Okay, I can fuck with that. There's some intrigue there. Okay, let's get it. Let's see what happens.
And that was an interesting thing that happened. What was it? The episode before this one with the Klingons and the way they took the planet. Because I was like, this harkens back to Prime Universe, because Klingons just don't take charity.
Right.
And the way that the elder Klingon was cluing her in, I was sitting back like, I came to that conclusion before the episode ended, but it was nice to go down that path.
Right. So somebody competent stepped in with a pen and actually wrote some shit.
Yeah.
That would actually make some sense, and it worked. That's the thing with this show. It's like it hits and misses a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It's not scattershot. It's just hits and misses. And like, you could have kept, if you threw one more in that direction, it would have been an awesome episode. But no, you went back the other way. Why? Yeah. Why go that way? Dude, the story is here. Stick with this part. Nope, they went the other way. Like, fuck it. Fuck it. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, well, next week's another one, and then they got another season of this bullshit. But at least Kurtzman got fired. So.
Really?
Oh yeah, they're not using Kurtzman anymore.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
This is his final fuck you then, huh?
Yeah, because they even got showrunners speaking about how bad this new thing is. They was like, nobody wants to watch this. Had the guy on Avery, he was on Joe Rogan talking about this shit openly, saying this is a fucking train wreck.
Yeah, see. And here's you want to laugh about this and see how funny this shit is. Kurtzman is I'll assume a gay dude. He is a gay dude at Paramount making 2 seasons of one show that sucks, and apparently he's behind a couple of other seasons of shows that actually suck. Of Star Trek shows that actually suck. He is actively burning down their franchise. Mm-hmm. Right? He just now got fired. Marvel Disney fired their gay dude they had, and the first season of his show was a goddamn banger.
Oh, which one was this?
X-Men 97.
Oh shit!
Bo DeMayo. They fired him in between the second season even being finished.
Wow.
For what? Kurtzman should have been fired, like KK. These motherfuckers get peddled and get to do shit for a long time. Fucking Bo DeMayo was out of there in one season, and he made a banger show.
Man, 97 was the shit.
Then they got rid of his ass and tried to make sure they took his name off so he didn't get no credit for it, too. I'm like, y'all not doing that with Kurtzman, are you? Are you going to wipe away all the shit he did? You going to take his name off of all of it?
Mm-hmm.
You going to wipe away his shows to say they're not canon anymore? No, he got a long time to run amok.
Too long.
And you're getting shit like this X-Men 97. I mean, not X-Men 97, but the Starfleet Academy. Well, Bo DeMayo was gay. Where was all the gay shit in X-Men 97?
He was a pure writer, it sounds like.
Exactly. He was a writer and he was a fan. And he knew the characters and the stories. He did what he did to honor that. This motherfucker didn't honor shit because he was not a fan. You can't tell me Kurtzman was a fan of Star Trek. You cannot prove that to me. I don't give a damn if you got pictures of him buying tickets to a Star Trek convention. He was not a fucking fan, dude. He just went there because somebody was there he wanted to see. Bullshit. There's no way a fan would have did this to the franchise.
I think Jonathan Frakes could have saved that shit, but
He could.
yeah.
He could.
Because
If Jonathan Frakes came back, he supposedly wrote an episode of this Starfleet Academy, supposedly, or directed an episode of Starfleet Academy. I don't know which episode, but please say it wasn't none of shit that's already been shown. Apparently, he directed an episode of this stuff. But if he came back and took the show over, and he was show running, you'd see a much better show.
Yeah.
Bet dollars to donuts, you would see a much better show.
Mm-hmm.
And you would have to just try to walk these characters off these dumbass ledges back to some semblance to actually being real characters and not caricatures.
Yeah. Number one, put them in some clothing and then give them some military discipline.
Yes.
That would help a lot.
Oh my God. This is the most irritating part about this shit.
Yeah.
There is no military discipline or decorum. What was it this episode? Oh, what's her name? Genesis, which I like every time I hear that, it's like, why do you give her the name of the planet?
Yeah, I know.
Like, this is bothering me, right? She's the Mary Sue of this shit. Now we're gonna put you on the pre-officer track.
Yeah, the pre-command. Yeah.
Yeah, pre-command track. Like, command how? She ain't using no military decorum. Yeah, or her dad was an admiral. She ain't got no military decorum.
Mm-mm.
Nobody around here does, except for the War Academy, who acting like assholes. Like,
I like the War Academy.
apparently, yeah, you have to. They're the only ones about their business. These goofballs over here, man, it's like Camp Meatball.
It's like the Bad News Bears going up against everybody else. That's what it's like.
Yes.
Yeah, I can't stand it, man. The and the Betazoid, that whole screaming thing, that just gave me nightmares of season 3.
Oh,
Goddamn.
Yeah, the Sindel thing. I think, what is this, Mortal Kombat now? Get the fuck out of here.
Actually, no, it reminded me of that stupid season of Discovery where, the kids, Kelpian screaming, destroying dilithium.
Oh, I didn't see Discovery, but that's how that whole burn shit happened.
That's how the burn happened. Yep. And then when she screamed and then got rid of everybody, I'm sitting back like, this is some bullshit, man.
Yeah, everybody says, like, okay, Black Bolt. Like, okay, that was dumb as fuck. How does that even work? She wasn't there. Was she screaming on the Athena and everybody else heard it?
Yeah.
Outside of the ship?
Oh, she screamed through him. That's what happened.
Yeah, she screamed through his head, so why didn't it hear him?
How do those physics work? I mean, I understand y'all got teleporters and shit, but make it make sense, because not even Deanna Troi could do some shit like that.
Yeah, exactly. They giving her some Jean Grey level powers. I'm like, Deanna didn't have none of this shit.
and her mother was a true telepath. So what is this
Exactly.
shit? And that's the other thing because they
Oksana,
destroyed
what was her
Lord.
name? Oksana Troy. She was a
Right.
piece, bro. Yeah, Roxana, she was a piece.
Yeah, and Roxana, she was
What?
great because she'd be like, remember when she was talking to Picard in that one episode?
Yes.
And then she's
Yes.
like, and those fishmen were sitting, just like, oh, they're over here. They're just here to kill you.
Yeah, that's gonna kill
Like
you.
throwaway shit. I'm like, yo, man.
She don't-
Interesting characters have just gone from Star Trek now.
Yeah. It's
So.
it's so dumb. Even the Remy character with the, crystalline fish people or whatever. That shit might be interesting if they delved into it any, but no. Everybody gotta hate their daddies. Everybody gotta have problems with their families. I'm like, y'all don't have shit to talk about, bro. Y'all have nothing to write about.
That's what
How
that's
does
one
it
of the
feel like
things.
to be a generation with no real problems? You just make up shit to be mad about.
Right.
That's just normal. You mad about being normal. Oh my fucking God. Jesus.
Artisan, we will never have another episode like the episode after Best of Both Worlds Part 2 when Picard went home and dealt with that. That was the timing on that episode was absolute perfection for me because I was like, okay, now we're going to see Picard's background. What is he fighting against? How is his brother going to bring his humanity back around?
Mm-hmm.
And you went back, you saw the groves, you saw his brother pushing him and pushing him and pushing him. And then finally at the end of that episode, Picard finally admits it. And then he goes back, and then which led into Generations when his nephew and his brother dies,
Mhm.
and Picard suffers another blow. That was
Right.
character creation that took over a decade to build.
No, you don't have. You have to have somebody stay on something long enough to do that, and have a vision ahead like that to do it. You don't have that nowadays. The problem with digital thinking is that you don't think that far ahead.
Yeah.
You don't. Analog, you have to because it has to be going somewhere. Digital, it doesn't. It just has to jump from moment to moment, and that's what makes the shit so irritating to watch. Because there is nothing really connected besides a series of disconnected boxcar moments. Like, oh, Jesus fucking Christ, it's so stupid.
But we know they have the capabilities because remember Infinity War, that whole Marvel thing did not start out with that great plan.
No,
But they brought those things together, and next thing you know, you had one of the biggest events of the decade.
but that's the thing with Infinity War. You remember the 4 or 5 directors that were involved in that stuff, making it all come together. A couple of them had that mind state. Definitely Josh Whedon had that mind
Oh
state.
yeah, most definitely.
Right? Definitely him. I would say Jon Favreau has it a bit.
Yeah, I would agree.
James Gunn has it a bit, even though his stuff be, scattershot sometimes, or at least the last episode of Peacemaker is that. But he has it a bit. So they can work together, brain trust that shit, and come together with an idea, a through line for that shit, and make all these individual movies that actually work together to a whole. Right? It was a beautiful thing to watch come together. It was a beautiful time for fans of Marvel Comics and these characters to watch that come together, to see these characters represented in live action that damn well.
Yep.
You should have understood the moment that you were in, because that shit was not happening again.
No.
It wasn't. Not in this lifetime. Because the things that led to that happening is like getting another Tupac in rap. Well, you need Black Panthers, you need the struggle, you need this. If you don't have that, you're not getting a Tupac. So appreciate what's passed already. Okay. It's the same thing with the MCU with their shit. Infinity War was awesome, but that was lightning in a bottle, I guess.
Yeah,
because
it was.
none of those directors are there anymore outside of the Russos.
Right.
Right. And are you really thinking that the Russos gonna knock it out the park with Secret Wars and Doom War?
No.
I don't know. No, because the shit
No.
that they've been producing outside of Marvel hasn't been good. It hasn't been the same level as no Infinity War, or nothing like that. It hasn't even. Look, I saw The Gray Man. I like some things in The Gray Man. It wasn't a great movie.
Mhm.
It wasn't. They got a lot of money to make a mediocre fucking movie,
As usual.
as usual. It's like, and now they get to come back for a bigger paycheck to make a bigger movie to try to make Endgame again.
Oh goodness gracious!
I've seen Endgame, motherfucker. I saw Infinity War. I like both of them. I have no interest in seeing that again.
Exactly. That's like seeing another Lord of the Rings. Oh,
You can't rewrap this and reserve it to me, man. I just ate this, okay? I ate it and I shit it out. You're not gonna rewrap it and say this is a new burger. No. Come on. What's the story about? I still ain't heard that shit yet. The movie's supposed to come out this year.
oh really?
Still don't know what the shit is exactly supposed to be about. Yeah, leaks everywhere. Everybody know who's in the cast is all there. All this leaked information. What is the fucking movie about exactly? Still don't know yet.
I'm not waiting for any of that. What I'm waiting on is Villeneuve's. What my biggest one that I'm waiting on is Villeneuve's Rendezvous with Rama.
What is it?
Rendezvous with Rama.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, that's the Arthur C. Clarke book about the alien ship that passed through the solar system. Man, it's such. Oh
I
my
don't know anything
gosh!
about that.
Look up Rendezvous with Rama. I read that book 4 times. It was just that good. And he is just the type of author to bring that one to life.
Let's see. Who's doing the movie?
Villeneuve. Denis Villeneuve.
Really? He must be doing that after Dune.
Yeah.
No, this might have been why he didn't want to do the fourth one. You want to get to something else. Okay, Rendezvous with Ranma. Oh, it's made in the year I was born too, 73. So it got to be awesome. Got to be
Arthur
awesome.
C. Clarke, man. That's
Arthur C.
2001. Yes, sir.
Yeah, it has to be awesome. I have not read this. Let me put this shit on my Kindle right now. I'm still going through the Odyssey right now.
Oh yeah, you rewatching it? I mean, rereading the Odyssey for the yeah.
Yep, it's sitting by the bed right now. I had it on the plane. Everybody, oh, you read that before? It's like, I think a while ago. I don't remember much of it, so I'm going through it. That's an awesome book. It's amazing how many people have actually read some shit. Like,
that's, interestingly enough, most of the readers that I found were people that I've met in my travels. It was never people who were around me, just unless I was in school or something like that. But in my travels, everybody was reading something.
You have to. Oh shit! This shit is popping up. Look, thank you, algorithm, for listening. Damn, I didn't even have to finish typing it. Rendezvous with Rama. How do you know I was looking for that?
Rendezvous with Rama.
Damn, it's on Kindle too. Cheap. I got way too many credits on my Kindle. Boy, I'm not paying for a book the rest of this year.
And I ran out of I run out of credits all the time. In fact, I don't even think I have anymore. In fact, I know I don't have anymore. The last book that I started listening to was that Zane book. Bitches fucking piece of shit. Yeah.
Oh man, I got Kindle and audiobook. Boy, I will be booked up. And if it's good, I'll go buy the hard copy and read that bitch again.
Oh yeah, that's one thing that I do also, because listening, you don't get to see how things are spelled. You miss part of the sensory experience.
Yep, you do. And for me, like I said, I like to underline, or I like to, like you're saying, see the words, how things are spelled, and have myself in that scene with the character and seeing how it's actually playing out. It's different when somebody's reading it to you.
Yeah.
Still using you're still using your imagination, but it's somebody else's voice.
Exactly.
If I'm reading it, it's my voice. And these characters, the voice that I have for these characters may be different, right?
Yep.
Like we talked about it before, the Foundation. When I think about the little kid in Belly Bottom, he has a distinct voice. He has like an anime voice. But it's fun to think about that character because I hear him in like a little anime voice.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I got my little belly button knife. Like this little motherfucker about to juke somebody. I like him. He cool. He cool.
I read all the Foundation, and I don't remember that character now.
What?
Yep.
His fake son.
I'm
That
trying
was on Trantor. What was his fucking name? I'm losing his name right now. His name is escaping me right now. But it was in like the second book where he's on Trantor, and Selden is going to Billy Bottom, and he ends up running into this boy who works in the heat sinks, and that boy ends up becoming like his adopted son because he doesn't have anybody.
Right, that's true.
Just works. Well, he's really technical and stuff, but he always have this knife on him.
Okay, yeah, I remember the knife part, but I just can't connect it to a character.
So Selden taught him how to twist a little bit, which is just like wrestling and grappling and shit, right?
Right.
And then the little boy would be the one who had his little knife with him, you know. So it became his adopted son. So you got Selden, Doll, which was the fake human, the female woman, right? She was like a robot. That was his wife, and then you had the son, his adopted son, and he ended up becoming like one of the encyclopedists or the scientists and shit like that too. But he always kept that knife with him because he was like an orphan. And I'm fucking forgetting his name. God damn it! But no, I like the character. He was fun. The character was fun because he wasn't about between him and Doll and Selden. Look, the three of them wasn't necessarily no slouches, bro. They run into some shit. It was like, man, you might get fucked up though. Like, oh no.
I'm trying to. I still cannot place
so like, nah, Selden was still a twister. They forgot I was a twister back in the day.
BGS
breaking the motherfuckers. Oh, bastard.
BGS sent me two of those books. He sent me two of them in the mail, and I remember listening to them. And then the rest of them I just went and bought. But
I'm not the TV series. Fuck you. Let me see. What is that damn character's name?
Let me see. So I remember the knife fights in that lower city.
Okay, not the first Beagle. Doors was his fake wife. God damn it! What is that boy's name? I don't see him listed in here. I'm looking at these characters' names, and this AI is not giving me all the names. Emily Miz, not him. Lewis, no. God damn it.
Yeah, that's Rack Selden. Rack? Is that Rach? I don't remember him. Raych Selden.
Damn it. Yeah, this is gonna fuck with me now. Like, what the fuck is that boy's name?
Sterling University. I remember that on Trantor. Yeah, he was part of the psychohistory. I remember all of that. So he was in Prelude to Foundation largely.
Yeah, he was in Prelude. Because he met him when Selden first got to Trantor. He was a kid in the heat sinks. God damn it. Because he met Doris first, and then he met the kid. And Doris was helping him. And then the kid came on and was helping him too.
See, now I got to go back and read Foundation.
Yeah, because I'm forgetting shit. So
Yeah. Well, that's what happens when I mean, it made an impact on me. Not the type of impact that Doom made, but you know, I find myself forgetting some of these characters.
Damn, I got this shit mixed up with the show. The Good Night.
That's one of the problems that I'm likely having because I did watch
Mhm.
the 2 seasons of the series.
Yeah, they mixed it. They swoop and swap those characters' names and shit like that around. Like has nothing to do. This is not what this character did.
Hmm.
God dang it! I hate forgetting stuff, dude. It makes me so fucking frustrated.
Shoot, I'm with my dad right now. He forgets stuff. And it's just like, your time coming, boy.
Time is-
I don't sit back like, yep, I know.
One day you will be here. It's like, yeah, not yet. Not yet. I'm trying to stave it off as long as possible.
Man, I'm walking into that darkness gracefully at my normal pace.
Is it Hugo? Okay, I think it's Hugo.
Now that name sounds familiar.
He's like a young researcher who becomes Seldon's assistant and a key figure in development of psychohistory. It doesn't sound right though, but
I remember Hugo.
God damn it.
Yeah, I think it was what's it called? It's Aqua. It's not Aquatech. It's the other guy. Because him and another guy did shows on Foundation some years ago.
There it is, Raish.
Raish.
Don't forget that they used that name too, because they used it in the Foundation show because the black kid was Raish, and they killed him off early in the show and threw stuff. It was
I
Raish.
remember. Yeah. Yep.
Raish, the quick-witted street urchin from the doll sector who helped Seldon indoors. He eventually becomes Seldon's adopted son.
And he was killed off in the first season of. Gosh,
Of the-
it was
of the
like the
show.
first episode. Yeah, maybe the
Yeah,
first or
so-
second episode.
Yep. Because he was supposed to go forward because he goes forward in the books too. They killed his ass off. And then they moved everything to Gal, even though Gal ain't even supposed to be there yet. But that's what the show is fucking up. They used him and then threw the character away.
Yep.
Yeah, that's who he was, Raish. He was a street urchin. He had that belly bottom knife.
Oh,
Got that
that's,
knife. And in
yeah.
the show, he did have his little belly bottom knife. But they used it to kill him and get him off the show. Like, that's bullshit. You can't have an adopted son. He gotta have his fake chick. Okay.
Say no more.
Yeah. So I say you have to watch that show and divorce it from the books. It's a good show. If it's not talking, if you've never read the books, it won't ruin anything for you. You can watch the show and enjoy it. But if you compare it to the books, you'll be pissed off because it is butchering the books.
I will continue to call that show the Three Cleons.
Yeah, the Cleons. I just call it Trantor.
Trantor. That would have been a more apt
Trantor.
title. Yeah,
Yeah.
Trantor.
Yeah, it's just Trantor. It's all the bullshit that goes on Trantor. Is it the Foundation? No, loosely based, very
Yeah.
loosely based. Because you got gay characters running around that shit too. It's like that was not in the book, bro. It's interesting, but that wasn't in the book.
I get it. One of the arguments that I have is I'm like ownership. I love ownership. So if somebody buys a property, they can do with it what they want. I don't mind that
Right.
part. However, don't get pissed off with the people who love that shit start knocking your ass down because you ruined something that they loved.
Yep. Yeah, they
And
didn't
so-
buy it, but
Yeah.
they supported it all this time.
Hmm.
They didn't have to buy it. They loved it the way it was. They
Yeah.
bought it because they loved it.
And that's one thing about literature, because at some point, the reason why we have legacy literature, is that it does become a part of, like, as Oliver Twist is to England, So it's Herman Melville to, the United States.
Mhm.
He was a New Yorker. He wrote Moby Dick
Mhm.
right there. He was a postman, if I recall correctly. And so there are some things that are a piece of Americana that should not be touched, and Star Trek is one of those things. Star Wars is another one of those things.
Star Wars is another one.
Hmm.
And they took that and just treated it like it was a new property,
Yeah.
a new car off the lot, and just went and wrecked it. Like it doesn't matter. Oh, they make a lot of these. No. This was an institution started from nothing.
Hmm.
That is something that you don't get to play with.
It's ironic that Lucas actually made American Graffiti prior to making Star Wars. I mean, could we be any more on the nose about it?
Yeah, no shit.
Hmm. So,
Makes them seem like a damn prophet.
yeah. And I got some theories about this shit because I'm sitting back like, maybe the reason why these white boys are so damn pissed off because they're watching, things that their ancestors, pieces of, what we call Americana. That includes all the slavery and all that other dumb shit.
Mhm.
But, it's a piece of our culture too.
Right.
All of this shit, we're watching this shit get destroyed behind some nonsense.
Yep.
So I understand, the
We didn't fit
frustration.
in with it.
Yeah. I get it.
We didn't like
So,
it. We never liked us.
hmm
Geekdom never had no hate for nobody. Geekdom just existed.
right, exactly.
Just existed. If you
It's
didn't feel welcome by it, and you didn't, because you didn't know all of this shit, your parents wouldn't let you have comic books or any of that shit. What does that have to do with everybody else syndrome?
right.
What? What does that have to do with everybody else? Why does everybody else have to suffer because your parents were shit to you, or you perceive your parents as being shit to you
Hmm.
because you, in fact, were a little shitty ass kid?
My dad tells me, he's told me, in fact, he just told me this last week. He had all of because his uncle gave him this big chest full of comic books. And he had all the original DCs. And, he was talking about Superman before he could even fly. And all that shit was in black and white. And he was like, yeah, your mama got pissed off with me because I kept reading the comic books and she threw all of them out.
That's women, bro. Like,
Yeah, he tells me that story all the time because he sees my comic books and he's just like, bro, what you got here? I was like, well, I got some cross gen here. This right here, I got some Marvel. Yeah,
I know I made a decision for me when I got in trouble at school because I would take shit to school with me because I got bored in class.
Mhm.
So I take my G.I. Joes and Transformers and I have them in my desk playing and shit because I have an imagination. Well, after my mother went to parent-teacher conference and got all this shit that the teacher had took from me, which was a lot of my prized toys, she brought the shit home and threw it in the garbage.
wow.
Well, when I had to go take out the garbage, I went and rescued them motherfuckers. I dug through the garbage and pulled all the motherfuckers out
Hmm.
and hid them from my mother in the house after that. But when I was pulling them out of the garbage, specifically pulling my blowtorch, first gen G.I. Joe, 3.5-inch blowtorch, yellow and red, out of the fucking garbage can, I was telling myself, and I remember saying this to myself, I'm never letting anybody make me get rid of my shit. My toys, my childhood, my fun. I let these was my friends and shit. She made me throw my goddamn friends away.
Hmm.
Hell no. Never. But working in a comic shop, you will hear countless stories like that of women throwing away men's books, their comics, their toys, all this shit. It's like they don't want you to have anything that you love more than them.
Hmm.
And I can't say it's all women, but all these people that I've heard it from are not fucking related.
Right.
But the commonality in each one of these stories is some woman in their life didn't like the fact that they're paying this much attention to this shit and decided to throw it the fuck away. Usually their mama. Usually their mother. But it's interesting that if you go into psychology and you start studying these problems that people have and shit like that, what you will end up finding, it usually starts with their mama.
Yeah, that's true.
That's where it starts. Either the mother or over restrictive religion gets everybody down the path to some fucking dysfunction.
Yeah, I've been getting further into that Jungian shadow. It's becoming more and more fascinating to me as I'm on Twitter now and I'm watching all of this shit go down. I'm sitting back like, people are really pent up right now.
Mm-hmm. When I went through it, that's what drew me to Jung so much, because it made a lot more sense.
Mm-hmm.
And in my view, it was at least being honest.
Right.
That you got this shit because something actually might be wrong. There's something deeper inside of you. Well, when I usually talk to people and I tell them about the shadow and stuff like that, and how that's that voice in your head telling you can't do shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's your shadow. It doesn't like you.
Yeah.
It doesn't actually like you. It is not your fucking friend. The best representation of the shadow is you watch Revolver.
Mm-hmm.
It's not Guy Ritchie. It's the other one. But that scene where Jason Statham is in the elevator and he's talking to himself.
Mm.
And that's his shadow that's coming out of this pissed off that doesn't like to be caged in and stuff.
Right.
It's him fighting that ego. And that motherfucker is flipping the fuck out. And that's what it says. You'll always find your best opponent in the last place you'll ever look, inside you. That's the opponent. You're not playing everybody else. You're playing yourself. And your shadow is playing you most of the fucking time.
Yep.
And you went into that saying that you listened to that voice so long you thought it was you. And it hides behind your fear. Everything you're afraid of is right there telling you that shit. Nope, you don't want to do that. That could hurt. You can get embarrassed. It's not your fucking friend. It's actually your enemy. It doesn't like you. Your shadow does not like you. And it will do whatever it can to fuck you up. Have you miserable, destitute somewhere. No.
That's why I like the term, this is going to hurt, because that means you about to go through it.
You're about to go through it. It's going to hurt. It's going to suck. It's going to suck.
But it ain't going to suck much longer. It's going to take longer. Yeah. You just
can't go on forever. It can go on a pretty long time. Yeah, but it can't go on forever.
What's this? Outwitting the devil by Napoleon.
Yeah. Well, it's like Rosie's still out there in the bushes. I thought she had went to sleep.
I've never heard of that.
Devil by Napoleon. This motherfucker read all kind of shit. I'm not surprised.
Yeah, she's a doc, so hey.
Oh shit.
I may write that one down.
I'm writing it down right now. I'm talking shit about her.
Yeah.
I'm not talking shit about her. I'm just like,
let's see, Outwitting the Devil. I like that title.
That
sounds like some Jungian shit.
It does. But that resonated with me. Studying all the rest of those theories, the Jungian stuff resonated with me for how I think and how I think about things. It's like, okay, so this is the camp I fall into, apparently.
Yeah, I'm trying to apply some new philosophies to my reading instead of, depending on what I've been depending on for the past 20 years or so.
It's good. I mean, I don't have a problem. I think it's good to question yourself. Even if you think something is set in stone for you, question yourself. Why is it set in stone? What made it become set in stone for you? And I don't think it's like you're dithering or spinning your wheels or anything like that. It's just making sure that you are about what you say you are. How firm or resolute are you on certain things? Was it of that time that you made that you were this resolute? Or is it just, you didn't really think about it this much further, right? Because you're always maturing. You're always getting older. So your view is going to change on something. Look, I'm talking about Star Trek Enterprise. When I first watched it, when that shit first came out, I fucking hated that show and I stopped watching Star Trek regularly because of it. I'm watching the shit now and I'm actually enjoying it.
Look what you're comparing it to.
But thank you. By comparison, It is a much
Yeah.
better show than the shit I'm watching right now. I thought that was bad. It wasn't. You needed some comparison. Star Trek people, Star Wars people are doing the same thing with the prequels. The prequels look like fucking gold right now compared to the bullshit that you've got in the last 10 years. It looks
With
like,
it.
George knew what he was doing. Man, shut up. It's still George. George was always doing George. Like, fucking idiots. Your critical ass just didn't want to like it because, you didn't have enough fuzzy animals for you.
Well, that's the thing, though. For me personally, especially when it comes to exploring the mental landscape, because that's where our fantasies are.
Mhm. Right.
As my body diminishes, my mind wants to go even further. It just wants to just keep on. I want to break down this. What's this about? Oh, what's this about?
Mhm.
I don't give a fuck how taboo it is. I'm looking at that shit.
Well, this is why what I thought about for retirement
Mhm.
and why I picked psychology to go into, because all you need is pretty much your fucking brain.
Right.
You can be crippled in a wheelchair, like fucking Stephen Hawking,
hmm
and still contribute to that field. Because it's just about research and thinking.
hmm
That's it. And being somebody who has had to use his body as his main source of income, being a carpenter and stuff like that, you learn that really abruptly. The minute I can't do any of this shit is the minute I can't earn.
hmm
Sick, crippled, lost a leg, was in a car accident, your whole livelihood is gone. But thinking is always something you should be able to do if you cultivate your mind in a fashion that it is actually good enough to come up with some creative ideas.
Yeah.
You can always do that. You can always theorize and test and research. There's no age limit on that shit. There's no, I can't be a pro running back no more because I'm 40 years old. There's none of that shit.
Mm-mm.
You can do that forever, which you probably will be doing. So I thought it was a better move to actually be able to keep doing something, keep being creative, or at least finding out the stuff that I'm curious about.
hmm
Because
Yeah,
there ain't
man.
no limits to what I want to figure out.
Bruh, look,
It's fancy. I want to know a lot about it.
the mind is the final frontier.
Mind is the final frontier. There's a lot of space up there that a lot of people die without ever using it. And my thinking is that would be an awful waste of space. I got to figure out how to crack that open.
Yeah.
I need to figure out how to crack that open.
Yeah, because it's driving me like even the limited things that we're thinking about that's taking place and all these people fucking on Twitter yelling and arguing with each other. I'm sitting back like there are 8.5 billion different universes on this planet, and that's just the humans alone. That is mind-boggling to me. These universes may be even identical in some ways, but the changes between one and the next is significant enough for you to see that personality as distinct, which is a reflection of their inner universe. That is
Right. How do you get that way? How does it lead to there?
mhm.
You know, that whole thing is fascinating to me. And it's
Yeah.
not, I don't see it as a self-centered view. I see it as understanding people a lot
Yeah.
better.
hmm
Usually, in some ways, understanding them better than themselves, even though I don't like saying that.
Yeah.
But that's what it is. It's understanding more about what they do, why they do what they do, how they do it. And at some rate, you can predict when they're going to do the shit again.
Oh yeah. You can see the lie that they tell themselves, and reliably know how they're gonna react. And it's just like
Look, I
It's
said
all
it
programmed.
earlier about watching Beast Games. Watch Beast Games as a psychological profile. You will have a fun time with that shit. Just watch it. There's not a lot of characters. And once it gets down to it, you'll see their motivations. You'll see their behaviors. Like, this motherfucker about to crack.
So it's like watching a profiler, huh? I like that.
It's like watching a profile, watch Liars. It's like, I know what you're going to do the next time you do it. You don't know what I'm going to do. Yes, I do. Human development. That's it. That's it. That's the whole deal. Human development.
Well, that's where I should focus my studying next.
Mhm.
That's,
The Law of Human Nature by Robert Greene is interesting. Robert Greene makes some good stuff.
Robert Greene,
Yeah.
not the physicist. You're not talking about him, are you?
Mm-mm. He's talking about the same one. He's talking about Robert Greene who wrote the 48 Laws of Power too, right?
Oh, okay. See,
Yeah, he
that
wrote
didn't
a
even
couple of
cross my
books.
mind. No, I'm thinking
Yeah,
of Brian Greene. That's what I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of Brian
Yeah,
Greene.
yeah, Brian. You
Yeah,
think of
yeah.
Brian Greene? Because,
Okay.
yeah, Robert Greene wrote a couple of things.
I have the 48 Laws of Power.
Greene, Andre, if you want an example, this person right below you, this motherfucker reads everything. Everything that cross her eyes that she want to read, she read all of that shit. That just knowing a bit about her, that's one of the most miraculous people I know with reading. Like I'm like I gotta bow to you because you plow through shit. God damn it, I don't have that kind of. I don't know how I don't have that kind of time. Like, the amount of information stuffed in her fucking head is like ridiculous.
Oh, that's
And
nice.
outside of sitting here on this internet shit, this is what this motherfucker does. Work and read, nigga. It's just it. All kinds of shit. Like her reading list is more random than my shit.
Random?
Random.
Oh, that's
Whatever. There is nothing that ain't passing her goddamn interest.
I'm gonna have to pick her brain.
Fucking God. Like as we speak. I'm reading
Genghis Khan.
Yeah, the Genghis Khan book. You told me about that shit. Genghis Khan and the Making of the Modern World. I said, damn, that should be interesting. Name a chick that you know reading about Genghis Khan. Chicks don't like history. Unless it's about what happened on the Kardashians or some racist shit. Like, come on, man.
Only my
This is-
professors did that.
Mhm.
And I haven't been in school in over a decade.
Right. Likewise. But like I said, when I go to people's houses, what am I always interested to look at? I don't necessarily care about the movies you watch. I want to see what's on your bookshelf.
Hmm.
What's on your bookshelf? What kind of stuff you putting into your head? And this motherfucker,
She don't
I
own a
first
TV.
fucking no, you don't. So
God.
books is her entertainment. That's a discipline right there.
Whew.
It'd make it hard for me to do a show without watching some fucking television or a movie, but you can get through a lot of shit if you don't own the television.
Well, I'm
Just-
like her. My television stays off 90% of the day. And the only time that I watch
My
TV is when I'm
television's on
eating.
most of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. My TV is on when I'm home, when I'm eating, or having to watch something for you guys.
Hmm.
Maybe playing a game. But I'm gone most of the goddamn day. So my TV gets little use. That's why I don't have no humongous TV in my house. I don't need one used one. It's not going to be on.
Nor a microwave you cook from scratch. You
Yeah,
see?
stop saying how much of a fucking catch you are. We got it.
Yeah.
We all got it. We got it, goddammit.
I see you.
Yeah, I see you.
I see you.
I see you. I see you. I see your soul. No microwave on an ass. I own a microwave for heating up my popcorn and reheating food,
Hmm.
but it's not for cooking dinner. I cook dinner on the stove. That's what the stove
Yes,
is for.
sir. That's one
Microwave.
thing I've truly began to
Easy.
love is cooking.
Mm-hmm.
Cooking is therapeutic.
Yes, like watering grass.
Hmm.
Call me crazy, but watering grass was always fun to me. Always relaxing. Like, shit. It's a nice even spread on this bitch.
I'm in a house with 3 different men right now, and every one of them, well, we all of us are in our 50s, but every one of them love cooking.
Ain't no damn witch. Shut up, Andre.
Witch? That ain't
Why
no
would you
witch.
call somebody a witch if you thought they was a witch and put your name there so they can put a root on you. You don't be thinking sometimes, bro.
Oh, my little maple leaf.
Yeah, well, you're supposed to get. If you thought this motherfucker, but you're supposed to get out of the area and not let her know that you own to her. Make sure you ain't drop no hairs, no nothing.
Andre, I want you to remember something. When you were on and you went sort of astray talking on this panel, I didn't say anything. I just said, okay. Number one is because it was embarrassing enough listening to you do that. And I
Stop it, Rosie.
Gail.
Stop it.
Andre, you just got to slow down, brother. Slow down and think about what you're going to say before you say it. And if you're just talking to talk, dude, the shit just comes off embarrassing. And because a lot of us, we're just embarrassed for you, and we don't say anything because I'm not trying to break a brother down.
Nope.
So we just say okay and let you get on with it because you're gonna learn one day.
It's like I told my kids, other people in the world might not be as nice as me.
Right.
Chances are they're not. They're not going to be as nice as me.
Yes, Andre is Maple Leaf.
Yeah.
Yes, he's Maple Leaf.
Yeah, he in Canada.
Yeah, we love the guy, but he's just a young man. That's all.
Yeah, he's just a young man. He got a good heart though.
Yeah.
He just say some dumb shit sometimes.
A lot. He says. So I'm quiet about it. I'm like, come on.
It's okay.
Man. It's okay, yeah. We ain't trying to break you down, man.
No, I'm not trying to break you down at all. It's just, minor correction. You on your road. You just try to keep you. Don't run on it.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Get out. Get back on the pavement. Holy shit.
Yeah, because you don't know that you're veering off the beaten path.
Yeah, so it's cool that he's young. Yeah,
it's cool. Yeah.
It's all right. It's kind of his redeeming quality, put it that way. Because if Andre wasn't young,
I would have no patience for him.
No, he would get no patience for that shit. He's strained it at the age that he's at now. He does strain patience, right? Because I've had some people like, why you let this motherfucker up there to talk? Like, because he's just another brother, dude. If he don't know, he don't fucking know. That's what we here for. Brothers helping brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get annoyed at me sometimes. Yeah, but I try to take it all in stride. Some people can't stand that shit, but if he was older, no, that shit would not fly at all, dude. You motherfuckers be up here making videos about his ass.
Man, look, I was over there in the pro-black sector, and I ran across those dudes, and I'm sitting back like, me and Keep It Techie was there too, and it was just like, oh man. In fact, we had to email each other after the fact because these dudes were off the chain with stupidity. I was like, you know what? I'm going to stay up here. And because, they were insulting me too. And I said, I'm going to stay up here and let this shit drag on just so I can drag the stupidity on in the public as long as I possibly can.
So you can get a good example
of
what this looks like.
So that maybe 3 to 5 years down the road, or if they bosses hear this shit, they're going to be like, is who like?
Internet is forever, motherfucker.
Yeah. This is like, oh man, sometimes it's just better to shut the fuck up. So, you know how I am. Most of the time we're on panels, I don't say much. I'm just listening.
I don't. When I find myself saying a lot on a panel, or like I get a headache from that shit. It's like, oh my God. So I can listen to panels. I can be on some panels, but it'll come a point I'll get quiet, and then that's the point where I figure out I need to get off of here.
Yeah, I like the excited.
I'm not changing this. I can just let them have it. Yeah, run them away. Oh, yeah, ran shit away. I just left. Just figured out what else I was doing with my time, and this wasn't it. This was the best use of it. So
Yeah, but it's good geek talk though, because I think yours is one of the only channels that I go to. The rest of the channels that I go to, the guys are young, and so when I bring things up, number one, half the time they don't know what they're talking about, which I'm not bothered by it because, like I said, they're younger
that's
guys.
just being young. Yeah, that's just
Yeah. So I don't try to correct them or anything. However, if I'm going to posit something, then don't try to shout me down.
right. Yeah, that's the shit that gets irritated because to me that's some feminine behavior shit.
Hmm.
Like you can't even listen. You can't even listen for somebody to get their sentence, their statement off
Hmm.
before you're trying to shout it down, which means to me, it's true.
Yeah.
And you're just trying to shout down the truth so it's not heard because you will look stupid. You're looking stupid doing what you're doing already.
Yeah.
So don't worry about it. Me saying or you saying the part that you're going to say ain't making you look no more stupid. You already proved that. So,
Yeah.
let everybody get their ideas out, their thoughts out, and then let it be what it is. Because you cannot control the minds of everybody else that's listening to you. You can't. All you can do is posit, put your voice out there and say what you got to say and leave it.
That's why it helps me to think of them as another universe.
Yeah,
Hmm.
it does. It does in that way. It's like, where did you travel? I traveled to the idiot zone.
Exactly.
I visited that galaxy. I found no intelligent life. I fucking left.
Yep.
I left and got back to the core system of common sense.
Yeah, your universe can go on existing. Just don't butt up against mine. Yeah.
Yeah,
Good.
it can exist.
Hmm.
We will never cross paths, man. We are on a different spiral.
But some of those universes ain't nothing but singularities and black holes, and it's just like I need to stay away from that.
No.
Oh my god,
Two
that
bin-
there's a neutron star.
binary stars circling each other. Yeah, two binary stars circling each other until they implode. Don't worry about it. It'll happen.
That's what I call road rage. I was like, okay, there you go. They ain't stopping.
No,
Let me just back off a little bit and let y'all get
real
on.
bright for a while.
Hmm.
And this shit is gonna go to hell. It's gonna be supernova. Call it a wrap. Shit.
Well, in closing, though, I did send you. What was it? It was a small because I sent you the sent it to your email. I say I'm just trolling now.
Okay.
Yeah, because
Did you send it recently?
I think it was a couple days ago.
Okay, let me check because I haven't looked at my email in a while because I told you after I bought my car,
Mhm.
my email. So I'm just wondering. My email was getting inundated with fucking advertisements, all kind of shit from different car companies. My phone was getting blown up with that shit, so I hadn't looked in my email because I try to keep it below 1,000. This motherfucker blew up to like 1,800. I was like, I ain't got time to go through all this shit yet. Okay, so where's it at now? 1,909 inbox. Like, fuck you. I know Charles got some stuff in here you want me to read.
Yeah, I'm reading Charles's stuff right now.
I got some of this other shit in here from work. Fucking DoorDash. It's like it's a bunch of here. Let me just put it. I'll just put it there. Thank God for filters.
Hmm. I don't think anybody else uses my moniker. Dead Set Anime.
February 20th, Psylocke versus Wolverine.
Yeah, actually, it was just a Psylocke part because I was there's this big fight going on Twitter as usual about fan service, so I just decided to troll everybody.
Oh, here you go. You and Black Bane, man, y'all fucking love just going and whacking the beehive sometimes. No, wait, forgot somebody in that mix. You, Black Bane, and Beastly. Y'all love doing it. Y'all be antagonizing them dumb motherfuckers.
It's one of my favorite pastimes.
That's pretty. Thanks for admitting it. Thanks
Yeah.
for admitting it. Yeah,
And I got the talent to do it.
Beast and Bane. Bane be laughing about this shit. It's like, wow,
I do be laughing about it. Because I mean, they were on. Yeah, why is that even necessary? And I was like, well, because actually they were complaining about somebody did a painting of Psylocke, and you know she got her butt all poofed out, and you can, you know, Psylocke dresses the way Psylocke dresses.
Yeah.
They were going at it for like 3 days on Twitter, and I was like, get a load of this. And then I sent the video that I sent you,
Oh Jesus.
and that motherfucker was getting like 2,500 hits a day since the
Damn.
20th that I sent it to you. And I say, yeah, I'm trolling now.
Let's see what this shit is. What's up? Audio on it? No, it's just video.
No, ain't no audio. I did a quick render and just
Damn. She jiggly, bro.
thighs and bottom heavy. That's what it's called.
Yeah, bottom heavy.
Well, that's what it's called on Twitter, bottom heavy. But I named it Defiance.
This looks good, except for her breasts. She got like,
I know they like pancaking.
yeah, they like baby bottles. Like,
Man, I let it fly because none of that. I mean, she had a little bit of jiggle,
Mhm.
but I said, you know what? I'm gonna crank this bitch all the way up and then just say, hey, have at it.
Yeah, but the rest of that lower half, man, she cut. Yeah, she cut right. She cut right. I don't know what she defying, but yeah,
Yeah,
it's not a gravity, but yeah, that yes though, the ass and the thighs, that shit was working.
yeah. All that was, all of that was built from scratch anyway. And anyway, it's part of a larger project that I was working on. Because remember, I told you I was doing Psylocke versus Wolverine.
Uh-huh.
That's like the first maybe part of 20 seconds because the whole thing lasts 5 minutes.
Right.
And then me and my partner turning this whole thing into the Dead Set Danger Room type of stuff.
Mhm.
But
Damn,
that's one of the
that was
characters.
Well, that looks good.
Crimson
We'll fix
Quantum.
the
That's it.
titties. Come on, man. We gotta fix the
Oh yeah,
titties.
I'm leaving them pancakes in there.
No, she needs some cantaloupes. No, no baby bottles. She needs some cantaloupes.
Well,
They
when she's
gotta be-
bouncing, it's not too bad. But when she's
Yeah.
running the air, it's pancake.
Yeah, I was like, she just gotta, get out
I
there.
ain't going back re-rendering that shit, man. I'm gonna let them pancakes fly.
Motherfucker said, "Fuck you."
In fact, I
How
might
God made them
put some syrup on them.
pancakes. Yeah, put some syrup on your pancakes.
But you see where I'm going with it because that's sort of a new look that I'm working with now.
Mhm.
I'm like, oh shit. So, and that's Unreal Engine now since I'm not using Lightwave. So it's all modern shit, new colors, a shit ton of education.
Mm. I just finished reading The Delectable Negro, Human Consumption and what? Homoeroticism. It's about human cannibalism that occurred during slavery in the United States. A good read. Yeah, you see how depraved some of these motherfuckers were.
I really need to pick her mind. That's she's reading shit like that.
What she does.
Homoeroticism.
She said, I want to see what you guys are talking about. I'll show you. I don't think that's set of mine because he wants your reading list now. Yeah,
I mean,
wants your reading list.
Twitter already sees it anyway. So
Oh, yeah, it's on Twitter.
Mhm.
So I don't think she got Twitter. She don't fuck with the Twitterverse either. It doesn't exist. It's upside
Yeah.
down.
Well, that's the reason why you don't see me posting too much on YouTube because on the other social media networks, shit is just going at light speed. But
Oh my
YouTube is
God.
where the money is.
Right. Yeah, I can't get into Twitter because it takes too much fucking time. It takes too much goddamn time to be constantly chasing and updating that shit. I don't want to
You gotta-
have to. Put it that way. I feel that resistant to it that I don't want to have that much time to be chasing that shit and arguing with folks. I don't go on Facebook. So every time I hear about Bane or Beastly on Facebook arguing with some people in some geek group, I just roll my fucking eyes. Like, why are you arguing with people online? Then I hear about Twitter. Same shit. Why are you arguing with people online? These faceless fucking nobodies who wouldn't argue with you like this in person. Why even waste your fucking time? It's half the time they don't know what the fuck they talking about anyway.
Trolling.
Trolling, yes.
Trolling.
See, that was Ford's thing. Ford loved trolling online. He would do that shit on purpose. Even if he knew what the right answer was for some shit, he wouldn't say that shit. He'd just troll. I was like, somebody would kick your ass in person for doing this, right? Mm-hmm. You gonna be annoying on purpose? Oh, what the fuck? Like, you need a better hobby, bro.
But I mean, that's the thing though, because I don't troll people who might like most of the shit I just ignore. But like in the art space, and especially the AI bros, man, I troll the shit out of them. Troll. It's just like, you made this? Really? Prove it.
Y'all making some interesting psychological case studies. Somebody needs to watch the trolling space and just see how this shit goes down.
Well, Twitter ain't nothing but troll space anyway. So
we need some research papers put out there. We need some studies. Come on, 5 to 10 years. Let's get it. We need to understand these people.
Anyway, I'm gonna jump off this thing and get back to work.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna jump off of this thing and get to sleep because I have an early 7:45 in the morning appointment because apparently this chick is what's a good word for it? Persnickety. And they passed it off to me from my boss just because everybody else don't want to deal with her ass. So like, can you be there at 7:45? Because she's particular. I was like, she's just difficult is what the fuck it is.
That's what it means.
Okay, I'll be there at 7:15 because I don't want to be irritated that long. So I've been getting a lot of sleep the last couple of days, like 7 hours plus, which is weird as shit for me. So I'll see if that happens tonight. Get another 7 hours and get up early and go deal with this irritating woman and try to get this project finished so we can be done by Wednesday. But good talking to you, Dead Set, for coming through. I will be looking. Well, I already downloaded the book, Rendezvous with Rama. So,
yes, enjoy. I think you are definitely going to enjoy it.
Yeah, sci-fi. Come on, man. Love me some sci-fi.
Yeah, and it's Arthur C. Clarke. I mean, you can't go wrong with that.
No, you can't. So I will read that. I will put that on the list with the other reads. Maybe I can cycle it between the Odyssey. I gotta slow down. I gotta pick one of these things and finish it because I got a couple of books I'm going through. I got a couple of shows I'm going through. Yes, Dr. T, I'm still going through 1883.
Oh man, did they make a series?
Yep, the Yellowstone universe. I'm still in the Yellowstone universe. So
I just started that universe.
I ain't forgot. I'm still going through it, but I'm also going through all the rest of the shit that's going on right now too. So that's what it is. But I spend my hour or two as soon as Night of the Seven Kingdoms finish, and then I'll get into House of the Dragon season 3. Then when Beast Games finish, I will get fully into and caught up on Cross, which that'll be on Patreon. It won't be on YouTube. A lot of this stuff is not making it to YouTube because then I don't have to edit it as much. It doesn't take any time for me to have to edit it, which is the main problem with fucking YouTube. Is the thing you have to do to actually get a video up. And then you'll see somebody else with the same goddamn video and nothing edited. It's like, motherfucker, why do I? Whatever.
That was my problem with doing the reviews because remember when I reviewed Darling in the Franxx? I had to cut that thing up because I tried to upload that maybe a dozen times and I just kept on getting copyright strikes. And I was like, this is ridiculous.
I had to take down a whole episode of This Hero's Journey. One of my episodes, I had to take the whole episode down and re-edit it.
Really?
Because they blocked the whole video. It was like, 4 or 5 hour stream. They just removed the whole stream. If I had been recording it directly from YouTube, I wouldn't have had shit. But because I was recording it from StreamYard, I had the copy of it on StreamYard. YouTube blocked the whole video, removed it. Well, what? It was like some little section of some damn movie or something like that we were talking about on the screen.
Which
I'm like, people do this shit all the time. What the fuck? No, took the whole video. I'm like, okay, so I had to go back and blur this shit out and mute some stuff, and then I put the video back up. And then they still tried to stop it, so it took like a damn week because I don't have all day to be doing this shit. Tried to appeal it. Nope, the appeal was knocked down. Nope, video still removed. Well, no shit. Thanks.
but they got AI doing that shit now. I mean,
Whatever. Another reason not to like AI.
all right, brother.
Yeah. Yes, Rosie, I'm still reading the fucking look, man. I don't look. I have a TV in my house that I watch sometimes. Okay. I review shows and movies, so I have to spend at least an hour or two watching one of these goddamn things and then reviewing it. So no, yeah.
But the Odyssey
I do a
should
lot of
be
stuff.
in. That should be a free book, so I should be able to. Because I need to go back and reread it myself.
Yeah, I have a hard copy of it because somebody dumped a hard copy of it in like the free book thing, and I'm like, oh,
Oh yeah, that was a taker.
score, baby.
Yeah, I should be able to get it offline in the public domain.
Mhm.
It's
Yeah,
old
you
enough.
should.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's old enough. It's free out there somewhere. Yeah, I could have got through it quicker if I was going to listen to an audiobook, but I wanted to actually read it. So I'm tactile. So I'm touching and smelling paper.
Good for you.
Mhm. That's how I like my books. Sorry, still that old kid like that. I want the actual book.
Well,
Yours have a good night.
yes. Have a good
Uh,
night,
Good night, Senora.
Senora.
All right. That said, thanks for coming through. Good to see you, man. I
All
guess we agree that New Mexico is flat and Starfleet Academy sucks.
There we
Well,
go.
no, it doesn't suck. It's trash. Trash doesn't suck. Trash needs to be thrown away.
Okay, I'm going to bed.
Yep.
I don't
Peace.
even want to think about it. All right,
Yep.
man. Peace.
Peace. So, folks, that has been my 104th stream for this year. That makes it 1 year removed from content, not of the channel, just of the stream. So, the next time we meet, we will start this shit over again, which makes this 2 years of doing the hero's journey, which goes by pretty quick, believe it or not. Goes by pretty quick. So thank you to the fellas that came up today. Malika, Andre, Dead Set, AB. I didn't get to hear what AB was going to say, but I'm sure we're in possibly agreement about Starfleet Academy. But I thought he would find it interesting that I had to go back and start watching Enterprise again. I like Star Trek, but dude, this show is killing me with this shit. I gotta watch some good Star Trek. And Enterprise is actually rocking with me right now, so we'll see. Other than that, I've been Artisan's MC. I do this every Sunday, rain or shine, home or away, and I will try to talk to you about current stuff going on in geekdom, my opinions mostly, and life, geekdom, and everything in between. Next Sunday I will be home, but I got some unofficial good news today before I left work that I did get my promotion. So that means I have 2 weeks of training coming up. Hopefully not this first week of March, because this first week of March I have my regional pool tournament to go to on the 7th, and that's what I'm playing for to get that next paid for trip to the World Tournament in August. So I want to make that. I don't want to miss that. But I will have 2 weeks of training coming up out of state. So I will be gone again after I get back. Just don't know when yet. So I'll find out. But with that, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Thank you guys for showing up. Thank you for the 2 people who donated. I do appreciate it. It does help this stream keep rolling. I'm tired. My eyes are hanging low. It's time for me to go to bed, shower, and go to bed. So with that, let me bring up this song. Let's see if it'll play quicker now and not as slow as it did before. There we go. I had to remove it the last time. So I will see you folks next time. Peace.
Yeah, look, all that stress on my brain, right? Poker face, I'm in the game, right? Need a week to think, maybe 8 nights, supplement the zinc in a straight flight. Let me cut on my phone, let me get in my zone, let me center myself, just leave a nigga alone. I'll be back in a few, got some rapping to do, got some stacking still running, got some rapping to do. Oh, jokes to the side, niggas know that they ain't fucking with the flow I provide. Y'all. Notice how I started out a flow had evolved. And me and Rollo styles like Wade and LeBron. And it's all money in and your bros is in charge. Hoes on menage for the bros carte blanche. And them out of town suites cause they know we the ones. Equity, nigga, what I've chosen, of course. No 360s, clothing and tour. When I do drop, I'ma blow past niggas and I toe tag niggas like I told them before. Got flow, got horse. Got dope, get more. Fuck mine, get yours. And the show just started, nigga, hold your applause. Try to get to my spot. Look, you gotta go up floors. I put the 6 on stock. I was running through tires like chicks on tour. And if I'm at the game, you can bet your bottom dollar that I sit on floor. And if I'm at the fight, you can bet your bottom dollar sweat hit my whore.
Won't take no loss, won't take days off. We go so hard until we fall. Won't take no loss, won't take days off. We go so hard until we fall. A nigga used to dream, my reality's a dream now. Nigga used to dream, my reality a dream now. I'm living out my dreams now. Living out my dreams now.
Sitting in the trap like that, trying to turn a couple grams to a couple hundred grand. I grew up in the town, they don't make it out up. If you black, you don't live to see a man. You seen 21, you the one the lottery. Talking friends where the street stand, took a lot from me. I washed up from a robbery. Now your name 4657239 B State property. Yeah, you had a dream, now you living out a nightmare. You almost made a little nigga, you was right there. Now you released it, it's in another light year. Yeah. And it's quite clear, all you needed was a little bit of guidance. In your household, it was just silence. You was your own mother and your father. How the hell you supposed to know what to do when nobody showed you the ropes? All they showed you was pistols and dope. Game flags in the land with no hope. Where every fit of hat mean a different hood. Make it out and they still want you in the hood. Your own homies don't want you living good. Niggas for themselves get it understood. It's just a playground full of moon swings. Die for the color of your shoestrings. Wish I had a different way to view things. You either had a rap book or had a hoop dream. From El Segundo to Slaughter. Me and Nick, some young bosses. Never taking no losses. Check the garments, nigga, life marvelous.
Won't take no loss, won't take days off. We go so hard until we fall. Won't take no loss, won't take days off. We go so hard until we fall. A nigga used to dream, my reality's a dream now. Nigga used to dream, my reality dream now. I'm living out my dreams now. Living out my dreams now, no.